Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to some more Standoff 2 Major Action Day number 3. But look, it's not a twist. It is a DBZ God back in the seats. If you guys have been here from the minor, he is back and ready to go.
Yeah, and I'm expecting just as much awesome plays as in the minors as in the majors. And I have been around for those first 2 days, and they were very epic.
Yeah, no, these matches have been pretty good. I mean, as we saw yesterday, we saw literally the best game ever, at least so far in this major, and honestly from the minor in 2. So being able to see a 10-1 from Elevate on pretty much the last map was absolutely nuts to see that. And but we'll be able to see what's possibly coming very soon today. We have more matches coming for that. So we've kind of teased it a little bit yesterday, and we'll kind of talk a little bit about the groups today. So these are just kind of the standings right now. We have Winstrike with 1, Noobs with 1, STREETEIGHT with 1, Elevate with 1. Everybody was able to get at least 1 point and tie it on all their matches in Group B. Now, in Group A, it's a little bit different when it comes to that. You know, we got to see there actually was some 2-0s in there, and we got to see Saints and Death of Glory get 2s, and RevialGG Gaming and INCO not so much.
Yeah, but from the way INCO was playing, I just think it was first day jitters. Or first match jitters.
Yeah, I mean, their second map, they did fairly good. Just unfortunately, when it came around to it, it may not have been enough. So we're going to be able to see a little bit of that change today. So as of right now, we're looking at some good matchings coming from today. It's going to be RevialGG Gaming is INCO. That's going to be our second matchup today. And then we are also going to be having Elevate versus Noobs today. So it's going to be
I am really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I fully expect, and that's what I mentioned yesterday, is this matchup I think is going to be absolutely ridiculous because Noobs played out of their mind and really, really well across the board. So I'm fully expecting a lot from them. And again, we did see some good stuff coming through from these matches. And the fact that INCO and Revile now have a chance to have a redemption match for themselves. Now, unfortunately, the way that rolls, one of them is not really going to be able to have a redemption match. I mean, they might be able to tie in, so that actually would be, still redeemable.
Yeah.
But, now today, someone potentially may be rocketing ahead as far as Noobs or Elevate here. Because right now, everybody's in rocking it in Group B. Everybody's got 1. So today, someone's going to be able to scoot ahead a little bit. It's going to be great. Don't know who it's going to be. Noobs are looking really nice. Now, as far as player ratings go, we've seen a lot of great plays. A lot of great stuff.
Yeah,
this is where Elevate and Noobs are great. They're both number 1 and number 2, respectively. Which is kind of funny that Letta is number 2 with only 23 kills. But that kill-death ratio and those impacts giving that 1.45 rating over Reason that has literally... there's 23 to 32. It's great.
Yeah, it's just out there.
Yeah, but Deserve is number 1 up there at the top. That's going to be Elevate, our number 1, with that 1.8, almost 2.0 rating. Looking great with that. Look, everybody else got point something on the KD. Dude's rocking a solid number 2. So he deserves it up there at the top. And of course, we got Reason, Payback, Sid, Flaffy, Daz. And I mean, the list goes on. So the whole point is these guys have been playing out of their minds. These are our top players overall. And we're only going to see more of that today, especially with Noobs and Elevate.
Yeah.
This I think is a perfect matchup based on what we've seen so far.
I can't wait to see Noobs go in, and then I'm hoping they absolutely dominate. But then again, it might be another one of those second day jitters for them, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, and of course, all that work, all that hard stuff that they're putting into it, all about what they're trying to place for. Now, first place right now will get $12,500 if they get first. $5,000 if you hit second place. Still commendable and great nonetheless. Third will be $3,500. Fourth place will be $2,000, and fifth and sixth will get $1,000 respectively. Now, unfortunately, those bottom two, 7 and 8, don't get anything, but that's the whole point of the fight. So you've got to be able to, even if you don't make it to the playoffs, which is the top 4, you still want to be 5th or 6th regardless.
Yeah, I always love the concept of in these Standoff 2 tournaments here, both the minor and the major here, top 3 are not the only ones getting money, which I absolutely love, because you only see either all or nothing for first place or top 3.
Yeah, so it's making it a lot better for everybody else. Now, Elevate Noobs will be our first matchup. That'll be starting here soon. We have 9 minutes until that matching should begin. And then after that, on the 17:30, we will be playing our second game, which will be that Reval Gaming versus INCO. So, not looking too bad. We'd like to see where everything's going. And again, honestly, they're doing a wonderful job. A lot of these teams, like we've mentioned a little bit, maybe it's those first stage jitters. Like Reval, it didn't do great, and INCO actually brought it back pretty good on the end. But
yeah, they brought it back.
But I think it was just too late in the game for them to bring it back for that second one.
Yeah, the way they were playing, they could have brought it back, but I think they got in their heads that they were playing better than they thought.
Yeah,
and that mindset just didn't keep up.
Yeah, and I think that if they maybe had 5 extra rounds instead of ending on 10, maybe they ended on 15. I think maybe they would have been able to have the time to be able to recover from that. But that's okay. That's going to be game number 2. So these guys are prepping and getting ready to go. So let's go ahead and check out our first one, which is going to be Elevate versus Noobs. If you haven't seen them yet, this is Team Elevate. We're looking at you, London. Need to see that glorious face.
I guess we can't see him, though, because he's not there.
No, but this is our lineup for everybody. And Detri or Detriment in there. And again, Team Elevate has been around for quite a while, at least 2017. It originally, kind of in the early days in Critical Ops, and then they decided to enter into Standoff 2 and try a new lead on life. And so now they've been for a few years over here, successfully managed first place in respective tournaments and staying within the top 5 of the game scene from 2019-2022. So Elevate, great in their past and now great for their future. This is some of their previous matchings that they've had. They've done 1-1 with STREETEIGHT, which is another large major team, and then absolutely dominating down in some of these matches with Necessary and Absolute. Though losing to Winstrike previously. But with the way Winstrike had been playing on day 1, I think Elevate will be able to, if they get matched up to them, should be able to take them out. But Winstrike, if they come back again like we know they have, it's going to be a hard time for them if they have to come back again. Yeah,
and there are worse teams to lose to than Winstrike when it comes to mentality-wise. Because Winstrike's a very good team.
Yep, and now let's go ahead and check out Noobs. We haven't seen any of their faces. They're waiting to make their debut. We'll see. I guess they want to wait until the LAN to show their faces when they get there and start dominating, because they've been doing a great job. Anki, Hate Me, Letta, Hattori, and Floppy looking good. They're looking strong. And again, they want to make their debut at some point. Now, Noobs. Been a bit of kind of an older team. I mean, that's 2018, not 2017. But, they decided to, in 2022, start taking part in the Cyberstars tournaments themselves in the minor and move their way to the main stage. But for the most part, like, they've been around, but they don't have a lot of accolades until more recently in 2022. Again, their placements looking pretty good, even doing a 1-1 against Winstrike. And just absolutely winning it out on most everyone, except for 8 Kings, which who knows what that was. Could have been connection issues. It was also last year, so, whatever. It was last year, right? So just ignore that 0 right there. So they have good accolades nonetheless.
Yeah, and again, some of these teams that they've actually lost to, are big names.
Yeah. And now here's some of their placings in the past. This is in Standoff 2's the minor number 2. They did a 1-to-1 split against Elevate before, and then in Angry Tournament in season 5, they actually beat Elevate 2-1.
It looks like Elevate might want some redemption.
That's what I would expect from them. They want to go ahead and get a win on that. And so this again they have a chance to be able to do that. So we'll go ahead and check out, kind of compare everybody. Now, the biggest thing is noobs will be a little lower just because of their specific time. I mean, you have 770 kills versus 100, and so that spread is going to be a little different, but they're still super close from 1.23 to a 1.14, and that is Letta and Not Broken. Letta, of course, being our number 2 in this entire series right now, but then here's our number 1, Deserve.
That's a good amount of kills.
Yeah, he deserves it. I mean, he's got 1,400 kills in the professional scene, and the stats that we calculate. I mean, Letta technically overall has a better rating, but as of right now, Deserve is rocking it out of the park for his stuff. And then, just
apparently Tuba has just as many kills.
Yeah.
Ratings? Yeah, a few really.
It's just slightly lower for the rating as a whole. But, I mean, overall, Elevate just in general has such a great stats and ratings across the board. Now, this is a bit closer. This is London and Hattori. Yesterday, London was being a solid player, a solid team guy. The only thing is, in those pistol rounds, he was playing out of his mind, getting 2 triple kills.
Yeah.
The starting and the mid-game pistol. So, dude should not be underestimated. I mean, if he can get 2 rounds for himself, just entirely on his own, regardless if they're pistols or not, that's still 2 out of 10 that dude can get.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
If London brings the pistol rounds as good as he did the first round, a couple rounds he was pistol rounds, I think there's a very good chance of maybe even seeing an ace.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally possible from him. I mean, he's, again, it's a team sport and team things, but, maybe he's not the best in some of these rifle rounds. But when it comes to getting those pistols in, I mean, he's pretty much getting almost 20% of the matches if he gets those 2 rounds for his team. He's getting 20% of what they need to take the win. So it may not sound like much, but it's huge impacts that they can guarantee those pistols. Now, noobs, on the other hand, they themselves are in their own respects of what they can do. So will it be the same? We'll have to kind of find out. I mean, London may be able to have a hard time against noobs themselves, and so we'll have to find out what that's going to be.
Here comes the map.
Yep. So Province is going to get taken out, which is a good thing because Elevate dominated on that. So I'm not surprised. Unless we're going to have Sandstone gone, Breeze, Sakura again, and Rust is banned. So
I'm still surprised we haven't seen Rust come into play at all this tournament so far.
Yeah, I'm kind of wanting to see it a little bit, but love me some Sandstone too. But now as we look at that, obviously we've got a little bit more data now. Breeze, nobody's won on at all, so
that's surprising.
Elevate, although looked super strong to be taking that as far as yesterday's matches go, not going down to a 9-9. So Elevate's looking pretty primed to that. Now Sakura, it technically looks a little bit better for noobs. They have not only more games, but they've won more of them. So, I mean, it's really only by 1 extra one they've won, but the whole point is they got more experience on it. So it's going to
but they actually have 2 more games to their name on Sakura, though.
Yeah, so it's kind of up in the air. Like I said, I think Elevate, at least from yesterday, is primed to look really good going into Breeze, which will be our first matchup. Now, predictions-wise, it's pretty good split. I think that's the closest we've seen at this point. 53.
No, I think we've seen almost the same number. I think it was yesterday.
I think it was 54 though. So we're up by 1.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the closest.
So 53-47. People think just a little bit better for Elevate, which, again, I'm thinking at least on Breeze, it should go that way. Now, Noobs, on the other hand, I don't know. They have a good chance to be able to take it on Breeze as well. And then Sakura, they technically, stats-wise, have a better chance for that. But we don't necessarily know yet. Elevate is still Elevate and is going to do what Elevate does. They have some of the highest ratings in general, and they do have Deserve, which is a #1 playing player in the entire series right now. So even if they're not, let's say good on it, I mean, they're just a good team anyways, so it's going to be a fight nonetheless.
But we've actually seen it before where one team is destined to be the winner, and all of a sudden one fatal mistake will basically take them out of the running.
Yeah, and that's just where it is. So Breeze and Sakura, yet again, it's a repeat of day one where that's all we got to see. But, come on, teams, let's throw some Rust in there and have a good time. But we'll have to wait and see if anybody wants to play that. Maybe they're saving, those types up until the later matches. These are just your standard, everybody loves them type of match.
You got to get points. Yeah, that's their mentality right now. We got to get points on the board.
Yeah, now
so let's go with the good maps.
Yeah, and it's like once they're in those later stages that they've secured themselves into the playoffs, then it's the time to bring in the unknowns.
Wild cards.
Yeah, well, nobody's been playing Rust this entire time, but we've been practicing Rust just in case. So when they get there, they can pick it and or Sandstone and be able to rocket forward in the playoffs and be able to knock them out entirely out of the match.
Yeah. And I've said it during the minors when I was casting with Twist. In these later matches, we can probably see more. I'm going to spoil it for you, even though I can't win in those later matches.
Yeah, and so that's definitely something that's a possibility. Just spoil it basically, but at least now they want to stay safe. They want to stay what they know that they can do, with the maps that they're comfortable with, and then being able to move on into Breeze Province, and they're liking it pretty good. And Sakura, and now as me and Twist have talked, Sakura is kind of we almost think that the harder one, just because there's so many routes, ups, downs, roundabouts in the buildings, and there's so many different routes.
Yeah, and the concept of everything, almost everything is wall bangable. So there's literally no places to hide.
Yeah, you have to be really, really crafty with it, which is, you would think would be something they want to kind of save for later. Everything has literally paper walls. So, but I guess that in itself is the wild card map here, but that everybody kind of, I guess, unbeknownstly, agreed upon type of thing. So, so it's by all means, it's a great map, but it's a very chaotic map, and why that keeps getting selected over, say, nobody likes Sandstone apparently, because we only saw that once in the last minor we were here for. But over Rust. Now, granted, Zone 9, it doesn't seem to be in the map pool itself this time around, so it can't be selected, or I feel like we'd see that a lot because we saw a ton of it.
Yeah, that was just like Sakura and Breeze. Now everybody chose it.
Yeah, so which is probably why it's not here, just to go ahead and leave it up to some variety now, which the variety is now just Sakura and Breeze. But either way, honestly, those two are some of my favorites in general. Breeze is my #1, so I'm not complaining.
Sakura for me. I love the aesthetics. I love the actual layout. I love the concept of everything's wall bangable.
Yeah.
There's no hiding spot you can actually legitimately use without somebody knowing you're there.
Yeah. And then we saw some of those crazy boosts coming in from, I think it was Noobs.
Yeah, that triple. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, that triple stack. It's like, there's some of those things that you just don't think about, and that is possible. So it definitely, again, has such a chaotic variety. So it's nice. But we got to wait for the teams to get ready in their lobbies and be ready to go, and we'll be able to start everything shortly. We're just waiting for them to give us the, kind of the go-ahead for everything and get them into those matches. But yeah, I think it's a solid start. Again, we're kind of used to it at this point when it comes to Breeze and Sakura. And the fact that it's going to be Elevate and Noobs. I mean, the fact that we don't see Province is kind of sad, at least for, Elevate, because they did so well on it. But, it's kind of to be expected. When somebody goes 10-1 on a map, you probably should get rid of that right off to the bat.
Yeah, I'm hoping not for any 10-1s. I am really hoping for at least one 10-9 today. But I'm not... It don't really matter to me who gets it.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, these teams, they're pretty prime for that. I mean, the fact that Elevate's already done it once... Yeah, they were 9-9 on Breeze, and so, but we'll be able to find out what that's going to happen right now as we rock into our first game. We're going to be rolling into Breeze and finding out who is going to be able to take the first map and get the first point on the board.
Yeah, it looks like we're observing Deserve right now. Although I am a little curious on who's going to take this pistol round. Because as we saw her, what was it, day 1 from London, this might be a very chaotic round.
Yeah, so we'll have to kind of find out how that's going to be rotating in. London is kind of primed, but then we also have Deserve, who is, again, our MVP of the entire event. But honestly, it's a pretty decent stack, and honestly a lot of equipment being purchased on the first round. Grenades and flashes and mollies. I mean, they pretty much expected each other to just be ridiculous, and a lot of this extra damage that's going to be able to be come in. And we're getting a bomb plant already through the smoke. No one's dead yet. It's a 5v5 at this point. Now they're starting to go down. Kuba, Hate Me, and Determined getting taken out themselves.
Here comes London with at least one.
No.
Then goes down.
London getting himself 3 as we expected, but they got
London.
But they got the defuse. There was 2 versus 2, and a defuse comes in. What?
I think if that wasn't a pistol round, that defuse would not have happened.
No, definitely not. But London kicking us off as we expected right off the bat. He's just so good in these pistols.
Yeah, but let's see if he can actually still take them out though without switching to any kind of fully automatic weapon.
Ooh. Well, he's got to be able to go up against automatics, but I mean,
as we've seen the last couple days, though, depending on the team and the usage, a rifle does not always beat a pistol.
No, it doesn't. And in the hands of London, it's definitely a lot better chances, especially with a deagle. As long as he can make some hits, get 2-3 taps, he should be pretty good. But still, nobody down. Nobody's died just yet. We're almost to the minute mark, and there hasn't really been any real altercations besides London getting one tapped by that MP7. So, yeah, again, we're taking some time.
I know it's only the second round, but I'm a little surprised I don't see a second rifle other than an Yankee.
Yeah, that's just a little bit extra save. Determined going down. First one. Although, going to see a pistol change. Going to see the Tech 9 on Dory. Now, Kuba coming in as well. Not broken. It seems to be somewhat falling apart, but now we're still even 3-3. Make that one more going down. That's going to be deserved. So Letta bringing it up a little bit more. London now down. Leave it all up to Kuba. But the Tech 9 still holding strong, but unfortunately not strong enough. And now here comes the defuse. Noobs doing a great job at retaking the site. I mean, that was honestly fairly decent. And now we're going to be able to at least save that rifle.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move in these early rounds.
Yeah, that's something that they don't have to buy. Let's save that extra cash. because they're already going to have to switch out. And here's some of the shots we missed. Long range. And so the MP7s are nasty if you can control that quick recoil.
Just like your P90 favorite there.
Yeah.
It can be murderous if done right.
Especially in close quarters. I mean, the P90 will just rip someone's head off in close quarters if used right. But so far, Noobs already starting off strong. Now it's going to be the first rifle round, but it's 2-0. Elevate looking to try and find their first map. First round on the first map.
Yeah.
Now they've bought up. They have all the equipment that they could possibly want. Now, looks like B is where they want to go, so let's see if they can do it. But wait, Letta is a strong position. Taking down London and potentially some splash damage coming in with that grenade. But that's going to be a no. Looks like everybody was pretty safe from that.
Yeah, the arc was there. It's just none of the players were where it landed.
Yeah.
A little curious on some of these actual placements for B. Is it? I'm not so sure team... Yeah, Elevate realizes just... There's not a whole lot... Yeah, the entire team is not there.
Oh, Letta is
They
just
will be
making
here
it
set.
fall apart. 2 already down again, so that is 3 from Letta. Only 2 more left. Grenade doesn't really do a whole lot there. Detriment trying to see anybody. Hattori close, but no dice. Bomb.
Yeah, even the best of us get those messed up angles every so often.
Oh, Deserve gets unluckily taken out through the smoke and leaving it all up to Determinant. I mean, he doesn't have the bomb. That's stuck on site. They tried to plant it. Or push up to plant.
It might be a good idea just to save at this point.
Yeah, I mean, $200 in his pocket. You might want to just hold on to the rifle and move on, live another day.
A little curious if Noob is... Yeah, the Noobs here are just kind of searching, or are they just defending?
I think they're just making sure. I mean, the fact that it's 5-1, as much as they probably could have found him, there's no point in wasting the cash at this point. So they're all staying alive.
Yeah.
It was clean. Noob's putting another one on the board. And now Elevate's going to have to go for a nice early eco. Although we do have the hero AK still. Oh, okay. It wasn't through the smoke. He was barely on the corner. He didn't. He could see through it. Okay.
Yeah, he basically saw his wrist.
Right. Hard
But that's
push.
just one of those detrimental things you can see on Breeze. These angles you can see can get you killed.
Yep. And it
And
looks
not
like
watching them lanes.
it looks like A maybe where they want to go. Deserve already going down. Hattori doing great. Now we are going to see trying to get some splash damage. London is low. Letta doing great. Anki for another. Molly coming in, although it's going to be a little bit extra damage, but 18 HP left on London. Not a whole lot to work with. Tori going down. London as well for the last one. I mean, that is another one for Noobs. They're really coming in strong with a 4-0.
Yeah, they brought their S game on in today.
S tier plus.
Yeah, some of the I never understood in any of these games. I never understood the concept of bullet spread.
Yeah, just a little bit of that recoil itself, and now rocket in. They're going to try B again. They're going for a full hard 5-man push. Now let's see if they can get into the bomb site.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Elevate should be doing a rush right now.
Well, honestly, I think they probably personally, I think they should, because they've been rushing up so hard, but then not getting into the site. And now that they're able to push up, get into the site, they've gotten 3 out already. But Letta and Hattori are still in this, and that's 2 versus 4. But currently, they have more stuff that they can utilize and use. Now they're just trying to get any kind of peeks. They see just a little bit of his head. 1-for-1 trade, and London to finish it
London
off finally.
took them both.
Elevate finally getting that first point on the board. They're finally
But
activating.
can they keep this momentum?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is now that they've stopped Noob's momentum, now they kind of got to really start their own. I mean, everybody's not looking.
But did they really stop it, though? Because if Noobs take this round, they can get that momentum right back to right where it was.
Yeah, because, I mean, right now, Elevate's economy is not bad because of, everybody 3 was able to at least live.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look at Snoobs right now. The only one who's done 0 is Anki. And he just hasn't got that many kills. Rez, here we go, coming in with his first kill.
Yeah, very nice kill, too.
And see, there's
so many angles you have to watch in this map, though.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, with their current stats of kills, Rez hadn't really done a whole lot, but he also hadn't died. And now he's, they still have the money to fight another round after this. So, I mean, really, it's kind of a do or die for Elevate right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but you never know. As we just seen. Oh, hate me with a double.
And well, yeah, like we said, it could be either way, but I mean, look at Hate Me right now. Dude's at $8,500 in his pocket, and then 55, 63. I mean, they're really just stacked for cash. And as of right now, the moment everybody buys, look at that. You see Elevate's cash just dwindle on.
Yeah, Elevate may need to do a eco round here pretty quick.
Well, after this, I mean, this is kind of forced. They got 2 FALs. They got some AKs. So, I mean, it's about as forced you can get. I mean, they have $300 between everybody. Although, here we go. Detriment getting the first kill, so that's helping open that up. And same for Kuba. Rez, on the other hand, still here, able to refrag for 1. Can he refrag for another? Let's see what's possible. He's flying. He's got some grenades flying.
A little curious on. I don't know if I was Elevate right now, I think I would double back to A.
Oh, they're pushing for it. London for 1, but gets refragged by Rez and Anki. Again, kind of falling apart, but it's a 2 versus 2. Hattori and Anki both super low, but that doesn't mean anything, apparently, because only Anki's going to go down, leaving Hattori alive with just the tiniest amount of health. 6-1.
Yeah.
What is happening? Elevate looked so strong yesterday on the end.
Yeah, I thought they were going to take this match a lot harder, I'll say, than they are.
Yeah, I mean, they went 9-9 yesterday, all the way to the end. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, they still have a chance.
Yep, there's still a chance. It's not 10. Yeah, it's not. Noobs don't have 10 yet, so there's still a chance.
Yeah, and we're not at 9-1 right now, but unfortunately, it's
well,
probably
even if
about
we
to be
are
7-1.
Oh, I'm a little curious on Not Broken because he might get the backstab.
Oh no, this is
or not.
What?
Nope.
Oh, they're literally double
nice.
stacked on each other's head. One gets the bottom, turns around, one gets the top. That is, see, again, those are those cheeky plays that are just fantastic to watch.
And fantastic to cast on.
Yeah.
And there's one for Letta, too.
Well,
I'm not so sure Elevate is playing up to the other day's level of gameplay.
I don't think so either. Could be the day, could be the nerves. Possibly could be the map, the connection, could be the server they're playing on.
Yeah.
We don't fully know all the details, but currently right now, Noobs is just having a good time.
Yeah, the ping might be disastrous at this moment for them. But you never know. It could also be the nerves coming in too. What's the word? High on life.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest thing is, I mean, you're going up against Noobs. Kind of a new team coming into this, new name. And you saw their first day of play. I mean, it's Yeah, there's still nerves regardless of what you are. I mean, this is it's a big event, big names.
Yeah.
And so sometimes this happens. That's why it's great. In this area of best of twos, there's, 6 days in a row that of points to be earned, regardless of 1-1 or if you get a 2-0, but there's still points to be earned regardless, and it's all about the points at the end of the day.
Yeah. As long as Elevate, I think, can take the second map, I think they're still in the running.
Yeah. Well, we already have one going down. It looks a little bit better, but that's not to say Elevate couldn't just get obliterated here once. I mean, it's three on the site for the side of Noobs. There's only one Letta, but it looks to be rotating now. A lot of equipment being thrown. We got 3 entering the site, but wait, they're not even checking. Literally middle of the actual map opening. Anki able to get 2, but then 2 refrags, and here we come for Letta to try and finish it off into a 1v3.
I believe in you, Letta. Let's do this.
Ooh, if they both peek this could be bad. And they do. Just as he runs out of ammo. Not broken. Almost gone. But that's going to be it for the half. We're now going to switch it over. We're going to see if Noobs can take the sites now. Elevate now going to be sitting in the cruise control position and just having to defend. I mean,
yeah.
Look, getting into the sites is never the easy. It's never.
No, right there. They don't check their lane.
Look at that, not broken 10 HP.
We actually saw that yesterday. Actually, I think we've seen it on both day 1 and 2, that people are not checking where they should be.
Yeah.
But it is also a 50-50 shot of, is a player there or not?
Yeah. So it's a gamble you have to kind of take. All right.
Not so sure what Noobs are doing.
We're 7-2. This Noob's going to go ahead and get this bomb plant. Give it a take another one.
Deserve takes out Anki, but I'm guessing as long as the London's not taken out, there is still a chance.
Yeah.
Speaking of London, he just took out Hattori. This is quite a chaotic match right now, considering they're in the bomb site just exchanging fire.
Yep, and London's still in this. Rez able to go down. Hate me down. Well, London is now out. Kuba and Deserve versus nobody. Letta gets taken out by Deserve. And now the bomb's going to be defused. So that's going to be great for L8 for getting another one on the board for themselves. But Noobs still got the bomb plant, so they still got the extra cash. So it's going to be a lot better for them into the next round.
Yeah, a little curious because we've seen it before. When the switch happened, all of a sudden, the momentum shifts and one team becomes better than the other. Because a lot of teams are better at CT than they are terrorists.
Yeah. So again, always playing the bomb makes it hard. You know, you're going into an area where the other team is set up, and you basically got to play a good game of hide and seek. And whoever's faster on the flick. So, we'll have to wait. We're going to start. Oh, Detriment already ready to go. Smoke comes in. Might be able to see through it here on the edge, and he does. So that's going to be 2 for him and not broken for 1. And then Detriment for another.
Yeah, Detriment for ooh. Hey, Detriment he got another one.
So that's going to be
Was
basically.
that a 4?
Yeah, that's 4 out of 5. That was pretty much Detriment's match right there.
That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be good for them to be able to bring some of these rounds back. I mean, there's still 3 separating them, but this is going to be the first official round now that Noobs have bought up. So let's see what they're able to be done.
A little surprised to see both London and Kuba without a rifle. I don't know why, but that surprises me. I
think it just comes down to one of those moments where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, there's no point in spending the money if they already have a weapon. I mean, the MP7 does do fairly decent. Now, not against AKs, but I mean, it's pretty solid.
We've seen it before where the pistols or machine pistols or even the small Uzis type situations take the rifle.
Yeah, in close quarters, especially where he's chilling on the other side. I mean, it's short to short medium range. It's pretty. It's a nice spot. So as long as they stay kind of close quarters, so where like you see a rotation onto A, right? If say London scoots down to the bottom of the edge of A, like right down here where Letta is on the other side, and just holds that corner, then in the barrel stuff position, that would be just destroyable. I mean, I don't really know. It would just absolutely rip them apart.
And it's exactly what I was expecting from CT side. An even split. Well, kind of even. 2-3.
Yeah, but the bad part is it's not the one that it needs to be. They've got 2 versus 5 basically going for the A site. Here we go for the push. They're flying in. We're getting some damage. We got a little ping. Oh, hate me taking a lot of damage, but already going down. Now we get to see jumping from the other side. Not broken, taking a lot of damage himself. Down to 8. No armor. And he's got to wait for the rotation. They're almost there. Kuba is ready and kind of pushing around. But not there just yet. But again, falling apart. Kuba comes from behind. We've got Letta.
Nice.
Letta's in a good position to defend the bomb. Just gotta keep him off of it. Just long enough. Able to get one. Cancels the plant. 1 versus 1. Oh, but he's missing. Oh, he does get the ninja defuse. Wow. Elevate got the ninja defuse.
This is just chaos at this point.
Letta so close. If he was standing up, see that's the thing is, he's able to hit defuse and then look straight down, and just unfortunately, see right where he was just crouched. If he was crouched defusing, he would have got the kill, but just unfortunately he, bent over and his head was a little bit lower than what it could have been, projectedly sitting at. So that's just kind of where we are. Now they're going to go for a kind of half-broken push. We got 2 Deagles. We got some MP5s. Not bad. Letta's still alive with his rifle. But we just kind of have to see what is possible.
Yeah, I'm not... Looks like Team Elevate might actually be trying to defend B, so... I'm not... If I was the team captain for Noobs, I think I'd say make a shift for A.
Yeah, B just has not worked. They've at least got the bomb planted more often. Wow, yeah, they're just getting destroyed.
Deserve just got a triple. But then it was taken out by Hattori, who got a double.
Yeah, who does not have the bomb. It is on the ground. And so, yeah, they're just going to peek it from 2 sides, and that's just kind of where it is. So, Elevate, as much as it looked completely undoable, 7-1, now we are sitting at a 6-7 scoreline. Elevate almost tying this up with Noobs.
Yeah, this did not go the way I expected.
Wow. Yeah, this is Elevate's really kind of activated now, being in the defending position. They've definitely... Well, we definitely at least now know what their strong suit is.
Yeah. Well, we've seen it before in other tournaments, not on this Standoff 2 here, where teams are better at one position than the other.
Yeah.
And we've seen them come back from even bigger deficits before.
Yeah, and so that's just where, having that mentality, and that's also where a little bit of the professionalism comes into play, knowing that when the game's not over, it's not over.
Yeah, and then some of these tactical mistakes, or might not be mistakes.
Ooh, here we go for a nice 2-piece, 3 on either side. And it's all left up to London with a matter of seconds. It's a 1 versus 3. London's good, but is he good enough to backstab a 1v3?
Maybe if he had a pistol.
Maybe. But he's going to give it a shot, though. Let's see if we may not be checked. And he's not.
Oh, he checked, but he did not see that there was a player in there.
He didn't check far enough. He looked, but
Yeah,
it just wasn't far enough into the corner. So, Noobs finally finding their round on the T side. Finally. So now they are now only 2 rounds away from taking it here. And they're having a 2-round lead as well. And now they've broken Team Elevate just a bit more. And now we're kind of got a little bit of a, you know, they got the rifles, but it's kind of a meh buy. They don't have, 2 don't even have armor at all. There's basically no equipment. So this is basically all going to come down to gun skill entirely. And it just seems to be the stack is unfortunate. It is all basically on B. Well, again,
I only see 1 diffuse kit on Team Elevate, and that's on London.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, well, hopefully London doesn't.
They take out London. This might be it.
Well, let's find out. I mean, London is in a nice position. He's hanging out over there on B. He's nowhere near danger, so we'll have to see what's going to happen. They still haven't made a full decision yet. You can see, you know, Deserve is kind of moving around. He's kind of moving towards mid. And so he hasn't really made a choice just yet. So it's kind of a 2-on-2 site. And then Deserve can kind of rotate wherever he's needed.
Yeah.
So, again, A, I think, has worked out better for him thus far. And Deserve able to get Hate Me now. So, looking good. So now they're going to go in for the quick push, it looks like, towards A. London.
Yeah, probably a smart idea going after A.
Oh, London is in the line of fire almost. He's about to have 3 people bombard him, and here comes the grenade coming in. A little bit of damage.
London is down. But then Deserve comes out with a double, though.
All right, so now they got to figure out what they can do here. It's all up to Hattori. He's the only one left alive. He gets 1. I don't think, he may not know that they don't have another defuse kit. Oh, he's from the side of the shotgun from Kuba. He does get the molly kill. He just has to stop him just long enough.
But,
and here we go.
Or maybe they don't need a diffuse kit.
So the diffuse kit basically halves the diffuse time.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I see that now.
Oh,
he did it.
Just barely coming in.
Yeah, oh, that was a very crucial win right there.
Yes, it was. Because if they had gotten broken on that one, it would have been literally broken match point for Team Elevate. I mean, that was almost worst case scenario.
I'm a little surprised that Tori got that Molotov kill on Deserve, though.
Well, you gotta think about it. If he's going for the defuse, that's 10 seconds. I mean,
yeah,
you gotta sitting in the fire.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah.
You gotta go for it. This is another one of those all or nothing moments, really.
Yeah, you just kind of had to. He tried to stick with it, and just unfortunately, without any armor, that fire just obliterated him.
Yeah, this. From my point of view, Team Elevate needs to win these next 2 rounds at least to save their economy.
Yeah. We got some FALs coming in and an MP5. I mean, noobs. I mean, they're not gonna be bad with it. But again, now that we've got one on either side, if they can take out, I say, 1 more person and keep a 4 versus 3, I think noobs have a good chance. But they can't really be doing 1-to-1 trades.
Yeah, this.
Ooh, I think Letta saw. I don't think Detriment did, but I think Letta did.
Yeah, it looked like he does because the placement of those reticles right now, they either saw him or they know he's there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I saw him crouch right there as soon as he went across. Oh wait, they may not have, but yeah, now they do.
Noobs are actually all kind of low on health right now, except for Hate Me.
All right, Anki's going hard, but gets taken out. It's 2 versus 2. Detriment, London. If they can take out one more, that's all they really need to then isolate a 1v2. But then again, that's going to be from the other side as well. And now Letta and Hate Me both go down and Elevate. They're up to 8-8. We have tied this matchup on Breeze. Now, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, this is looking very chaotic right now. I was hoping for this, but I did not expect it the first actual map.
Well, and especially the first half. I mean, Noobs was just dominating. But
yeah,
Elevate found their stride. They found their motion. They've got warmed up. They've kind of figured out how Noobs does a few things.
And we've seen it before. Some teams are just better at CT and defending.
Yeah, it is. And it's, to me, I like it as it just seems easier. Anki with a wallbang on London, though. With the rifle.
Yeah, I gotta love those nice rifles.
Well, it's not bad. If they can retrieve that weapon, but Detriment take it down res. I mean,
I'm not so sure about Noob's chances right now.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, if they go into the next round, they'll have plenty of money, but they're gonna have to go, all out, brawl out for the last.
Yeah,
one.
they're all or nothing at this point in this next round. There's no going around it anymore.
No, they're going to have to literally do everything. And Detriment, again. Now it's... Well, okay, Hanky, okay. Nice, too.
I don't think we've actually seen a whole lot of sniper action on any days.
No, I mean, we've seen this specific rifle coming into play, like 2 or 3 times, but... Oh.
Cuba.
But hey, Letta, it was able to pick up a rifle, so this is possible. The bomb is going down. Letta just jiggle peeking just like a monster, and they are able to get it.
Oh, that was an epic play by Letta. Oh my lord.
And see, with all of that, look at Elevate's economy, though.
They have the money to buy stuff, I'm not so sure it's going to be the best of equipment.
That was some good double play there with both.
Oh, I did not notice. Detri was not actually the person he was aiming at. That first kill on that double was not who he was shooting.
But look at this. Look at Noob's side. They've got everything they possibly want. And then look at Elevate. They got a Deagle, MP7, a couple FAMASs, and a Shoddy. And I think this might be all over. Hate Me is just rocking it out. Gets 2. Almost gets caught off guard, but Rez is there to save the day. London in a bad position, getting pinged from 3 different angles, flying up in here. Detriment coming in, able to get 1. But a grenade's coming for his face. And a molly
and a
cutting him
Molotov.
off. Yeah, 2 mollies, 3 mollies. Although he's trying to extinguish them using the smoke to kind of put those out a little bit to be able to have a little bit of extra.
Yeah, get rid of the oxygen.
But we are in a literal 1 versus 4. And Anki for the last and final kill. That is going to be Noobs taking game number 1.
Yeah, that was unexpected at the end there. In all honesty, I did not expect Noobs to be able to come back. Just from the way Elevate was playing.
Yeah, and they were staying so strong. But then again, we also didn't expect Elevate to come back from a 6-round deficit when we flipped.
The moment of the flip was just insane.
Yeah, and so it looking great. So congratulations to Noobs. They took the first one. So now they've got the first one on the board. They are primed, honestly, to take a 2-0. I mean, they have slightly better stats on Sakura. They have more maps played on Sakura and the professional sense. And, I mean, they're looking strong. I mean, even though they did lose so many rounds in a row. But Elevate is still a strong opponent. But as of right now, Noobs know how to at least, when they get a lead, they can take it. They might lose it, but they're able to come back. Elevate so close. So close.
Yep.
To be able to bring that back. But ultimately it came down to just honestly, I think it's just crosshairs. They didn't win the gun duels. They
Yeah.
didn't do anything wrong. They had the information, but they didn't win the gun duels.
Yeah, those one-on-ones that a lot of the actual players got into those last 2 rounds. The placement of the reticle and the bullet spread was just not on their side.
Yeah, and a lot of these players, they anticipate, oh, well, they'll probably come from the left, or, oh, they might come from this side. And it's just those reticles did not line up or weren't close enough to where they needed to be, so when they flick, that they could get it versus the other team. So, Elevate, don't let it hurt you too bad. We still have another game left to go. We still have Sakura left on the table, but Noobs definitely has to be feeling good right now. They felt good in the beginning, then it probably had a little bit of a low because they were losing so many rounds, and then they brought it back up to take the win. So Noobs definitely have to be feeling good as of right now, and I mean, they should feel that. But Sakura, they have the better stats and more time in. So,
yeah, even if I was on Team Elevate, I would still feel good going into this next match because I did, and close on that deficit.
Yeah, I mean,
10-8 was great.
Yeah,
a great outcome.
Yeah, I mean, they really did a really good comeback. And see, look, when you see the scoreboard now, it's 4-1, and they're just getting their faces pinged off one after the other. Now it's 5-1, and they're just getting obliterated. Although London still doing good for himself, but again,
yeah,
they're just getting obliterated. 6-1, and here we go, 7-1, and it just was not good. But ultimately, they were able to win that very last one going into the flip, and so it was 2-7. And then as we get to see all of these glorious kills of Elevate being able to have their positioning was just superior for a while at least, because Noobs did not get around. Now we're up to 6-7 until Noobs were able to finally get another round on the board.
Yeah, the moment they actually won that round, it was game-changing. Because I'm not sure if it was the loadout they Elevate had or not, because the way they play with certain weapons is better, but if they don't got those weapons, there might not be a chance.
All right, here is our MVPs for that matchup on Breeze. Detriment was kind of your silent, not so flashy killer. He's able to rock himself out with 20 kills with a 1.32 rating. And then we have on the other side, Hattori being the actual MVP of the matchup with the better rating, but not MVP on the kills, with 16 for him, and then a 1.37 for the rating. So, unfortunately, wasn't able to be the MVP overall. Detriment was able to take that glory. And here's our kind of spread for the rounds as far as who were able to survive and what round. And for the most part, you just see Noobs. Honestly, and look at that, 3 rounds total in that first half. They had all their players still left alive. That's insane.
Yeah, that's insane.
And then even going into the flip, you see Elevate only had 1 round where they had all of their players left alive. So it just, unfortunately, did not go in the way that they wanted it to. But here's the overall scores for everybody. For the last game, 20, 13, 10, 8, and 7 for Team Elevate, and Noobs 16, 17, 14, 13, and 8. Obviously, Noobs won, and their kill spread was a bit closer together. 8 at the bottom, but then once you go up, it's 13, 14, 16, 17, where on Elevate, it's 7, 8, 10, 13, and 20.
Yeah, Detriment just took over with kills.
Yep. But unfortunately, this is a team environment, and so they were just unable to kind of secure that. But the only one.
But also, look at those assists, though. For Elevate.
Yeah.
Detriment with 6. So I'm not sure there was a whole lot of teamwork there.
Well, I mean, basically, Detriment was just taking everything. And then the other ones, but Detriment had 6 assists, so that is 26 kills that he was pretty much responsible for. Yeah, he was a part of. So, I mean, not bad for one man, but ultimately, at the end of the day, it requires a little bit more from the lower end of the team to kind of bring it up just a little bit more. So, we'll be able to find out how that's going to go on this next map.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes Breeze could be, well, that way sometimes. And just,
I'm really looking forward to Sakura. This is going to be a nice one.
and you know, one
And
of
I
my
don't-
favorite
and-
reasons of Breeze is probably the reason why it didn't work out too well is because, you know, people can throw anything from anywhere just about. And so there's lots of things flying, especially when you go into the B site. There's just things flying everywhere, coming over the walls, rebounding over those boxes, then just going over the building into the bomb site directly, or even from the little shack to the side. I mean, it's just, there's so many places for things to land and to have lineups. It's just kind of nuts. So, but that's one of my favorite parts about it. And if you're able to utilize that to your advantage, you can. Where Sakura, on the other hand, is just so many twists and turns. There's so many routes to check.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Unless you can view 360, you might not be able to survive all that long.
Yeah, and, you know, unfortunately, we get to see all the extra fun stuff, but they don't get to see that in game. So it's all about a little bit of RNG, a little bit of luck, and the rest is your skills. So, I mean, even though you do get a chance to make your plays and limit the area of the map, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you just... Well, first off, on Sakura, I guess, at the end, you don't get shot through the wall first.
Yeah, those paper walls are the biggest enemy you can face.
Yeah, especially on the bomb site, you know, where you can plant in the middle of the courtyard, but then you risk getting shot planting it, but once it's planted, you're pretty much good because you can shoot from anywhere basically and help defend it.
Yeah. Those bomb placements are key in both these bomb sites actually. Because there's like no cover that can't be just shot through or over or around.
And I believe in the A side itself, I mean, that one is just, it's so small. I mean, if you throw like 2-3 grenades in there, you pretty much detonate the entire floor. So, you know, we saw yesterday or the day before, I can't remember who it was, that was sitting just right on the bomb site with a P90 and just double naded came through and just obliterated him.
Yeah.
And so it's possible. You can do it. But if the other team has the equipment for it, it's a really, really hard time for the A site.
Yeah. I've always liked the concept of switching up I'm just going to call them the drop zones.
Yep.
Then bomb sites, you can't really go from A to B because that might just be a detriment in the long run. Switching out every round. But then again, if you just keep going to A for, let's say, 6 rounds, and then switch over to B, that might be one of the game-changing methods you need to use.
Yeah, I mean, because if you rotate them evenly, I mean, you got to try and make it not evenly. But if you do it evenly, then you run the risk of them either figuring it out. But without that being said, we're going to be rolling into game number 2 on Sakura and finding out who is going to get it. Is it going to be a 2-0 or at least a 1-1?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening here. But I am extremely happy to see these teams going up against each other on Sakura.
Well, Elevate really needs to take this first pistol and the second pistol if they want to have a good position. London is in this, so you have a good chance here. He's already got 1 kill to himself, but unfortunately, he's only able to secure that.
It's down to Hattori for noobs. Well, I do suspect if anybody can do it, it's either London or Hattori.
Well, about that. Detriment coming into the strong like he has already. I mean, everybody pretty much, I mean, they shared. Letta and Hattori was able to get 1 for themselves, but it is 1, 1, 1, and 1 down the list of Elevate. So good team play, boys. Good team play. But now they get to do in the match following. Now they're going to have a lot of MP7s. And looks like, okay, so they're going to give Deserve the rifle. Okay. Interesting why he didn't buy it on his own. I guess it was based off the equipment. But either way, they've got everything they could possibly need. They're going to see a hard push to A, which is unfortunate for Noobs because basically the entire team elevates over there.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, almost getting taken. That was almost embarrassing.
I was not expecting that. Everybody just died. I couldn't really keep up with the kill feed on that one.
Everybody dies. You get one, and you get one. So, Elevate, now they're up to 2-0, an early start.
Hey, did Not Broken get a triple?
Let's find out. There's 1, 2, and 3. Yes, he did.
Oh. You say he got a triple. Very nice.
Nah, yeah, not too bad. Bunch of pistols, but then again, you're going against 3 pistols, so still pretty good when going up with the MP7. So now they're able to buy up a little bit more. And Noobs finally in this with their rifles. They don't have the bomb prime for any location specifically, but depending on if Enki sees anything on the B site, might be a little different. Ooh.
Yeah, this is surprising. Yeah. I'm not so sure what I would be doing in this situation. Both Noobs and Elevate are kind of spread thin at this moment.
Yeah, and if they can do any isolations with their duels here, it would be good. But then again, it's going to come down to that individual skill gameplay, and we just got to wait and see what's possible.
Yeah, I'm a little curious because what bomb site are they going after? Apparently none, because Hate Me just took out and Detriment. There goes Anki for Cuba. It's not looking too good for Elevate right now.
No, it's definitely not. They're definitely not broken. It's the only one left, a 1v5. It's going to be a hard order to do.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Elevate is going to win this round. Bomb going down by Hattori. Got to get that cash. But do you go on the hunt now, or do you stay in place?
Well, I think they're going to definitely move around a little bit, see what's possible, but Not Broken I don't think is going to go anywhere. They're just making sure he doesn't do anything too crazy. Oh, they might see just the tip of his head. They know. They found him. Oh, and Not Broken able to get Hattori. But look at that. Not Broken is on 1 HP. Yeah. Hate Me's going to go ahead.
Hate Me made him stub his toe.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. If he sat on a blade of grass the wrong way, it was just not going to go good. But Noob's able to pick up the first round, so it's a nice little refrag on the matches. So, Noob's in a good position. Team Elevate, not so much. They're going to go for an early eco to save some extra cash.
Probably a smart idea going for the early.
Yep.
Little curious if they're what Noobs are going to be doing here. Because I'm not really sure what strategy would be best in this with Team Elevate on Sakura. Because every time so far we've seen them split up pretty decently. It's usually a 2-2 split on the bomb sites, with of course the 5th being the rotate. Running between them.
Well, honestly, at this point, if they could find any picks, Noobs at least, to be able to find anyone that can kind of thin out the herd a little bit.
Yeah.
And that would kind of help with the decision making. Again, Anki scooting around, trying to see what he can see on B. Does have a little bit of shots being fired, it looks like, but they're going to be... A is pretty much open for business, Not Broken down below, and Detriment just around the corner. Right now, it looks like to be 4-man versus 2, but then the rotation seems to be coming in. They got 2 more headed this way. And Hate Me able to see them just through the bamboo. Takes them both out.
Very nice.
Ooh, and Rez in such a strong position getting the backstab. Now Not Broken. Just chilling. They see his ankle. Gets taken out, and now it's all up to Deserve. But unfortunately... Anki is quicker on the draw and gets his headshot. So now we're tied.
Yeah. But this is probably going to be the first fully kitted out round though.
Yeah, this will be basically the first official start. Now, this will be everybody has everything they possibly want. It'll be even.
Well, maybe not fully kitted because I don't see a Molly on detriment.
Yeah, it's not full.
And
but
I don't. Yeah, it's.
that's good.
But we can say this is going to be the first full decent round though.
Yeah, although look at that. Look at the money difference, though. I mean, this definitely needs to be an elevate match because. Yeah, they got lots of money for noobs and like $200 literally for Team Elevate,
this
so
is not looking good for Elevate's economy right now.
no. So they definitely need to try and take this, but they're already down one person. We definitely need to have Detriment or London, activate here. Not Broken and Deserve actually
Not
working
Broken.
together. Well, I mean, Deserve's down.
The bomb
but
is not in anybody's inventory right now.
no, and
So
again,
they might not have chosen.
No. But I think right here, if they're able to get this kill, which they probably will. Well, maybe not. No actual aggression. But
Time to retreat. Yeah, these wall bangs though. The one thing downside I see is you shoot you shoot the wall
ooh, that's huge.
just like Kuba just shot Letta. If the bullet spread is not correct, you don't know if somebody's
Ooh.
there or not.
Ooh. Tori goes down. That was a clean flick for the head for Not Broken.
Yeah. But he is down to 15 health though, so there's no telling. But I believe in Hate Me and Rez. They can do this. It's only 2-on-4.
Yeah, but I don't. They've only got 14 seconds left. I think they're going to call for the hold.
Yeah, smart choice. Go for the hole.
Yeah, there's no point in going
Keep
for the
your
all-out brawl-out.
Economy strong.
Yeah, I mean, they don't need to, but also in a 2v4 and everybody looking pretty good, they don't have to go for the bomb plant, so I mean, that's just going to keep them in even longer.
Yeah, the only one that I actually see that could have trouble later on is Letta for economy.
Yeah, Letta's not really activating at this point. I mean, look at the kills, though. I mean, it's Hate Me and Anki are really the only two really doing work.
Yeah, then you
Letta
got
really
Not
needs
Broken
to-
over on the other team there. And Elevate doing what looks like most of the work.
Yeah, I mean, Not Broken's got the most, but everybody else is still, well, they're not one, except for London. But London,
I was just
again,
gonna correct you on that.
but London has his very specific moments. You know what I mean? Like, he has
he has those
his
key
place.
moments.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's not anything bad against it. It's just London has his moments. But
It really don't matter if you have those 3 kills to your name, as long as those 3 kills are what won you the tournament.
yeah, like if each of those kills was basically finishing it out a 1v1 in a round, I mean, and you got the round, then that means you got 3 whole rounds. So it's all about the impact of those kills. So you can have 30 kills, but if you don't take the round, you don't win the game, then that only does so much. I mean, it helps you for MVP status, but right now at this point, it's games is what makes you get the win.
Yeah, and for these tacticals though, they're just out there.
That grenade hit hard to his face. And there we go, Deserve.
Oh,
and
Deserve
Detriment.
is taking names right now.
Woo! Rocketed out.
I'm not sure if that was a triple or a quad though.
Well, I suppose we're going to see in just a second once we go to the highlights. Be able to count
That
them
was
out.
insane.
Well, guess we'll check that out. Oh, here we go. All right, so that grenade 1. And then here's 2, 3, and 4. So he got himself a nice
that was a quad. But again, I've always been curious on people's opinions on something. What qualifies time-wise as, say, a double kill between kills?
Well, I think it just kind of all depends. I mean, well, at least in game, depending on if you get a medal and everything for it, depends on the game. But yeah, usually between 2 to 3 seconds. But, still getting a nice 4-piece for himself, picking up most of the kills for the entire round. And again, the kill spread right now still looking a lot better on the side of Elevate. 4, 7, 6, 1, and 2, where it's 8, 1, 5, 1, 1. Basically, if Anki and Hate Me get taken out, it's kind of a bad time.
Yeah, which I'm a little curious on, because right now, Noobs might be, if they lose this round, having to do an eco round. Or in case of Hate Me, he doesn't want to.
Yeah. But somebody else really needs to activate. This needs to be a little bit better spread right now. I mean, somebody else in the one category, Hattori, Rez, or Letta, really need to bring it out and get some more kills. Which Rez gets one.
Rez, but then it's taken out by Not Broken and Deserved, though.
Yeah, so not best case scenario, but at least one kill has been gotten. But now it's up to Anki, and well, Letta and Anki both go down. So now it's all up to Hattori. And unfortunately, does not have it in the chops to be able to do it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Noobs can take this before the switch.
No, not really. Not at this point. They got to have a best case scenario. They got to try and get as many as they possibly can.
But it looks like they're going mainly for guns more than they are tactical at this point, though.
Yeah, I mean, they have a little bit of tactical, just enough, basically.
Yeah, just enough to keep people on their toes.
Basically. And I mean, Hattori's the only one that's really got the not sought after rifle, the FAL, which is, it's not a bad rifle by all means, but it's just, it's not what people, want based off damage and what it is.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to, try it out. A lot of grenades flying. No damage, really. I mean, Deserve got a little ping given to him, but Letta and London basically looking at each other without knowing it, and he goes for the pre-fire. Saw a little bit of pixel change. This might actually be Noob's round. They've got to get one more before I think it'll be officially theirs. Not Broken is still alive, but super low. And so I think if they can get that, take out Not Broken, they should be pretty good. Just based off of kills, he's really the biggest person in their way.
If they can take out Not Broken, I think Noobs can take this.
Yeah,
but then again,
we've seen those. Alive.
We've seen those, though, the 2v4s where the two win.
Yeah, but with
not
Detriment,
in this tournament. But,
well, Detriment and Kuba, definitely themselves, they're not bad, but yeah, I think if they themselves, they stand the best chance going up against them with Anki still alive, but as of now, it's a 3v3, and Detriment able to pick off one. They've definitely got to figure out a way to at least get the bomb planted.
Yeah, if they can get the bomb planted, I think Noobs will be fine.
Yeah, because right now they just really need that extra cash.
Yeah, going into this switch.
Ooh, hang on.
Maybe.
Tori. Nope, Kuba is activating 2 for himself, leaving Letta by a 1v3. I mean, he might have a chance to take out Not Broken, but Kuba...
Yeah, he's just going for nothing.
Yeah, just going to hold that. Ooh, almost got the kill right at the last possible second.
I'm not so sure on Noob's chances right now. Only because their economy is not the best at this switch round.
Well, I mean, again, they can try it again. They're forcing so much right now with these FALs. I mean, I feel like they should just have taken an eco and then regrouped and been able to do it. But then again, they may just be waiting to go into the flip, which we'll be doing soon. It's just, I don't know, I feel like an eco would have been a bit better, leave the last round, and just come in strong instead of using, 2 FALs.
I think right now a blitzkrieg would be best to get into A.
Yeah. See, that grenade just ate his health, Okay, here we go. Anki gets one. Got a trade. Deserve. Able to get one. Through the smoke. Reloading. Anki's just on the other side. Do they know that? No, but London comes from the rear, though, and Deserve's able to pop out as well. London just came in enough to distract him.
And here's the switch. Will Team Elevate be able to take this, though? Is the biggest question.
Yeah, that's the biggest question. Pretty much looking at it. I mean, Elevate, they're primed right now, but then again, so was Noobs last time. We went into the flip, so we may see Noobs do better, but they really have to take this pistol round. I mean, they have a little bit of leeway, but, like, they have to take this pistol round.
Yeah, this is not an all or nothing moment, but it's really close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to an all or nothing.
These pistol rounds mean a lot more than I ever really thought.
Yeah,
Possible.
Yeah, and they're so impactful when it comes down, especially when it comes to such a huge split that we are right now. You know, when it's 7-2, and if they get the pistol and the subsequent round after that, you know, then they're on match point for Elevate. So, take their time, pushing through, seeing what they can do, blasting through the smoke, no connections. Anki twice, technically, and helping out for the second one. Detriment able to get one and with Deserve and not broken. Hey, me for another. Now it's up to 3 versus 1 with a half broken, not broken.
I guess you can't say he's not broken anymore.
Yeah, he's a little fractured. You know, it's not too bad. But Letta might be able to hear all this jumping around.
I'm not so sure what I would be doing if I was, not broken right now. Of course, I'd be listening to my team captain and wondering about his decision.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think about it, though. Right now, Not Broken is doing so good. I mean, look at the dude. He's 11-3 right now. I mean, he's almost got a 4.0 KD.
Yeah, that's impressive.
But
that's only because you know how good I do in mobile.
Yeah. But, ooh, and now he's officially hit the 4.0. But obviously, if he either gets all the kills, but he is going to be taken out.
No,
Rez
taking him out.
So, Noobs getting the first one. It should be easy for them to get the next one and kind of squeeze that gap to close a little bit.
Yeah, if you were Team Elevate, would you do an eco round right now?
Probably. I mean, they could do a force buy and kind of halfway do it, but what's easier is to lose this one. And if Noobs saves these 3 MP7s, then it'd be a lot easier to take out in the next round after that to be able to increase their lead.
Yeah, these are just chaotic rounds right now. And there goes Hattori and Letta to take it out. Yeah, to try to keep morale up for a little bit at least.
Yeah.
I'm curious on Hate Me here, though.
He's taking his time.
Looks like
London's just chilling.
I do think Hate Me knows Not Broken is up there.
Yeah, he may have something. I mean, London's really trying to hear anything possible, and I think he does hear him kind of tipping around. You see him spinning as he moves, so he can hear him. He just doesn't really know. I think he's just waiting to maybe hear him run or maybe reposition and then be able to catch him off the guard, but London's just not making any moves. I mean, A is primed to be the location. We do see the bomb working their way.
I'm not so sure I would go for A, though. Just for all these purposes, though. Yeah. Just spinning for me, too.
Yeah, we do apologize
like
for those
we're
little
back.
bit of technical difficulties. Sorry about that, guys. We were unable to see the round, but obviously we can see what happened. That gap is closed a little bit. We are seeing Noobs go up by 1. So now we're rocking into the next round with Team Elevate buying up pretty much entirely. And so let's see if they can take on Noobs, which looks like they are. Deserve, not broken, deserve again. Within a matter of 30 seconds, we have half the team gone. And so unless Anki can go absolutely clutch and take out Deserve and London and Kuba. And honestly, if he takes out Deserve, I think he actually has a pretty good chance at it. I mean, Anki is one of the basically MVP right now for the team. And so if he can take him out, take out Deserve, then going up against London and Kuba should be actually fairly easy.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah. Or maybe even go for the ninja defuse. Might not be a bad option either.
Oh, that Molly. I think that was a bad placement for that. Yep. And he assisted with his own death. That's kind of weird to see on the scoreboard there.
I don't think many actual kill feeds on any games actually account for you damaging yourself.
I don't think so. That's pretty good. I like that. But Elevate
That's
able to get that
install
round.
right there.
They're up to 8.
But it's a funny one.
Yeah. All right, let's see it. Noobs forcing it again, not wanting to take an eco, obviously, for this point, so they don't want to be on match point for Elevate, so they're going to give it a shot. But nobody has armor, except for Hattori. So they literally have $100 left.
I'm not so sure I would have did a force buy on this round. I think I would have went full eco.
And then just stretch it all out on the 9th round, yeah.
Yeah, and they should go all out.
Well?
Oh, London taking out Hattori, though.
Ooh.
With an Anki taking out London.
Well?
A little surprised how fast the Mollies actually take out players without armor.
Yeah, it just obliterates them.
Yeah, and especially those paper walls, though. They provide no defense whatsoever.
No.
Looks like Hate Me's is actually a little low on health right now. A little curious if Elevate actually wants to try to take a bomb site at this point.
Well.
Noobs are actually, I'm not sure what they're doing.
Oof.
Other than getting wall banged by Elevate right now.
Oh, no, he's not able to get around the wall on time. Hate Me does go down. That is Elevate.
Had to get that extra money.
Yep, on match point. This is looking pretty good for Team Elevate. We are seeing another force buy. And see, that's the thing is, I think one good round would have been better than 2 force buys.
Yeah, that's why I said it would have been probably a better option to go the eco round and then a tactical pause.
Yeah.
For Noobs. Try to get that mentality out of we're about to lose.
Yeah, because they still have those. They can still use those.
In all honesty, I'm actually surprised they haven't used any.
Yeah, especially with this type of a deficit to kind of break up the momentum for the other team, at least. Even if you don't even have anything to use, just, make them wait a minute.
Yeah, get the adrenaline rush. Just die. Yeah, let it die down for a minute.
But, well, that's about all that's able to be done at this point. I mean, we got 4 versus 5. Noob's not out of the game just yet. We got a minute still on the clock.
Yeah,
But
still very. Yeah, we've seen it before. These deficits don't really mean anything. It just takes one decent round.
Yeah. And I mean, that looks like they're still finding a way to survive. But Noobs, they got to be able to get a kill here.
And Anki heard you, taking out London.
And I think it's all over now. Yep, we're going to see Rez and Let It go down. It's all up to Anki and Hattori.
Yeah, I see Elevate taking this round. And apparently Deserve, is agreeing with me.
And that is it.
So is Detriment.
Team Elevate taking the victory.
That is exactly how I thought that round would go. Just switched up from the last one.
Well, that means that we are actually going to be able to see a nice 1-to-1 split. So it's looking pretty good. They at least were able to continue going on. And honestly, those were some absolute gut-wrenching games. I mean, it went, again, about as good as you could possibly imagine with that. And with that being said, they're able to get, at least one each for themselves. And now be able to put it into a good spot, good perspective. That now we get to, be in a good spot going into the next one.
Yeah, this has been absolute chaotic for these two teams. I was not expecting a draw, technically.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily either. I mean, I kind of figured Noobs might be doing pretty good, but a draw I was almost kind of in the cards when it came to the first map. I figured that Elliot was going to take that one, and so I kind of went in a little bit of reverse than what I kind of expected. But either way, it still came down to a 1-to-1. So congratulations to both teams for being able to take one game respectively for themselves. Now, we still have another game left. But of course, before we watch those and go into all that, obviously we'll see the stats for everybody from the last game, and then we'll see everything as far as the replays go here shortly. But they were both able to be doing strong work, strong plays, but it just seemed like Noobs and Sakura just did not get along this time around, and Elevate really knew where to go, where to shoot, and really what was kind of surprising to me is Molly's came into play a lot that round.
Yeah, that was surprising for me too. I did not expect that many Molly kills.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, the fact that I think it was 4 or 5 Molly kills in total. I mean, usually, you use it to kind of prevent someone from going anywhere, but, it kind of slows them down. But to just straight up get legitimate burn kills was kind of impressive, and again, in a lot of ways. So maybe we'll see what possibilities are later on. Obviously, this is just day 3 out of 6 going to get those points. But let's go ahead and check a little bit of those highlights of what we got to see. Oh, just all the obliteration, and this is not broken and deserved. Just obliterating everybody with that 3-piece.
Yeah, these kills are just insane. These rounds did not go how I expected them to. I expected a lot more of an even split between them.
Yeah, but it just seemed that Noobs just wasn't able to capitalize on this.
I guess everybody has that off map every so often, and for Noobs, just so happened to be it.
Yeah. And that's just kind of unfortunately where it landed. And we get to see just tons of these just great wall bangs and everything across the board. And now we get to see our MVPs of the match. We are going to see 16 and 13, respectively, on their kills. Not Broken being the official MVP with a 2.33 rating and a 2.67 kill-death ratio. Doing really, really good. Anki, though, was the best one for the side of Noobs, but unfortunately, he just a little bit over 1.1, and a 1.09 rating. Now, we can look at the spread here. Elevate stayed alive so often comparatively. I mean, we see those 3 and 4 where, we finally got to see Noobs get some rounds, but then after that, it just kind of all went downhill from there for 5, 6 rounds in a row, just getting obliterated or saving. And we got better a little bit in round 10 and 11, but, it didn't go too well. It didn't go too well. Now, let's go check out the scores for everybody, and oh my goodness, 4, 4, and 4 for the side of Noobs. That is just, London was also at 4, but, he his team won, so it's fine. He did his impactfulness. And, I mean, look at that. Even down to a low is 0.35 for Hattori, and then 4.7, 5.3, and 9.4. Anki was the only one who went positive at that point in his rating. And Hate Me went even with 11.11 on his KD, but just, it deserves right behind Not Broken there. With that.
That's surprising.
But Deserve was the MVP, though. 31 kills, 1.41 KD, and a 1.33 rating. Dude is on fire, although more deaths than he probably would have liked. But,
yeah,
you know, it wasn't a 2. But now it's a 1.4 for today. And 31 kills is absolutely commendable with just 2 rounds. I mean, that is 15.5 kills per game as an average. That is not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Nope. So that is just where that's going to have to lie and where they're going to have to do. Now we're going to have to get into the next set of matches. Now that all those are out of the way, all of the kills has been done, everybody's been calculated, and now we'll just have to see where they want to go. So, but congratulations to them for being able to play as hard as they can for Noob and Elevate. Now they're able to still get 1 each. Now it's not as close as the first to second as far as the rounds go, but still a win is a win nonetheless. And Noobs is honestly really holding their own against some of the biggest names in Standoff.
I was just going to say that.
Yep.
They're holding their own so they can have those bragging rights of I went against the best and I stood my ground.
Yeah, I mean, they're not just getting obliterated. I mean, they're not doing 2-0s. I mean, nothing against the next matchup we're going to see, which is going to be Revile and INCO. You know, they lost 2-0, and Noobs has yet to have a 2-0 against them. So they have at least won one game each time.
Yeah.
So that's still commendable.
Yeah, like I said, Noobs are going up against some of the best teams, I'm just going to say, in the world.
Yep.
And if you can go toe-to-toe with them, does that mean you've made it?
I would say so. I mean, if you're able to go up with them, I mean, you're sitting there with the best. They're new, but the fact that they're up here doing this right here on kind of the main stage area in the majors, working their way to get their points, and they're holding their own. So, Noobs, congratulations for what you've been able to do so far. But we're going to take a short little break. We'll be back in just a bit. So hang tight, and we'll see you soon.
A couple minutes, everybody.
right, guys, welcome back. Sorry for that little tacticalness that was needed. I guess the teams need a little bit extra time, but welcome back. Again, we're going to be rocking into match number 2 today, which is going to be Revile Gaming versus INCO. These guys, they're going up next. This is redemption day for both of them. These are both teams that lost 2-0 in their matches.
Yeah, I'm a little curious if who's going to take these because, like you said, both of these teams had gone 2-0. Well, 0-2, whatever. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, 0-2 technically, yeah. So, with that in mind, either someone's going to have another 2-0 under their belt, or it's going to be a tie. Yep. So there's possibility, whichever one it is. But
I'm just hoping for not a clean sweep.
Yeah. And so we'll see. Have to wait and see what's possible with them. But
yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup though, because both of these teams, like we said, are 0-2. So they're either going to be really good, or they might have to shake off the rust.
Well, you think about it. This is literally our 7th and 8th place teams right now. These two teams right now are primed to win nothing, because the 7th and 8th place don't win anything. So we'll have to kind of see if anybody's able to come from the ashes. Revile Gaming, here we are. Franzi, we need to see your face, buddy. Coming up in here, and everybody's looking good, looking strong. And
yeah,
I mean, skills apart, Lunix, Franz, and Knights looking strong together. They coming and being founded in 2021, so fairly recent.
They are what looks like the newest team in this tournament.
Yep, and it was created by the most talented player, which was Skill, was top 1 as far as their team placements. Now here's some of their placements in the past: 0-2, 0-1, 2-0, and 0-2, 0-2. So not exactly doing the best against anyone. Saints, Death of Glory, and STREETEIGHT. Now, whoever Team Coyotes is, they did pretty good against them. So a little bit of an uphill battle here and being able to get their way into it. Now, INCO, on the other hand, look at all these guys. No, everybody's got their nice, pretty picture ready to go. And Coundraw, Frost, Lacaretta, Bad Dark, and Felipe. Everybody's looking good.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready to go.
I know it's all a look, but I never understood why do a lot of these player teams look like they're angry?
Because they're bad.
In those,
but
they just look angry to me.
But they themselves, the organization, esports organization for 2021, they do have some accolades.
They're just as new, actually.
But they do have some accolades, being top 7 in the world in PUBG Mobile, and then champions, respectively, in the top 3 in other championships, respectively. Now, again, their accolades look a little bit better. Now, they do have a 2-0 to Death or Glory and a 2-0 to Bullet Force, but they do have a 1-2 on Saints and a 2-0 on Aurora and Juventus.
Juventus.
Yep.
Yeah, Juventus.
So they do have some better victories and some better placements with that. Not too bad for them, but it's also not any of the major teams that we've seen already. So
yeah, I'm expecting some true chaos here, though.
This is redemption. This is redemption day. I mean, if they can at least get 1-1, it's going to come down to those round balances. And so they really need to, if they're going to take it here, someone needs to take like an 8-2, to 10, somewhere along. They need to get a lot of rounds under their belt, regardless when they win, because they need to be able to maybe squeak out in front of someone else that also has a 1 at this current point. Now, granted, now tomorrow that may change as the next set of matches get played, and they might be able to get some more points. But as it stands now, somebody honestly really needs a 2-0.
Yeah,
not to say we want to see that, because we love a good tight matching and it be very close. But realistically speaking, as far as being in their position, they need a 2-0 to be in a good spot to be able to hold the position and not be out with no money at the end of this event.
Yeah, they need a 2. Yeah, either one of these teams need a 2-0 to actually still be in the runnings for 6th.
Yeah. I mean, another 2-0 and then continue to get some 1-1s, basically. If they can get 2-2-0s in the upcoming days, that'd be great. But, I mean, they're fighting to try and stay in the cash. Because, I mean, as well, we've seen Elevate and everyone else play Noobs. I don't think they're going to really, go up against them. I mean, they could still surprise us. They have plenty of time to get these points and train and play 18 hours a day to be able to, make sure that their skills are where they need to be. But respectively, they are here in the top teams here at the majors, so they are able to do, plenty. But at the end of the day, we got to find out what they're going to be playing on. Now, Sakura.
Oh, surprise.
Is not going to be an
Sakura.
option. But we do get Breeze and Province.
Ooh, Province.
No Sandstone, though. Nobody loves Sandstone.
No love for Sandstone or Rust this tournament so far.
Nope, but we do get to see Province, so that's going to be great. Now, if we look at it, technically, Revile has a way better rating and way more games on that. 7 and 5. That is.
But look at those Rust games, though. Good Lord, 28.
It's just kind of weird that it was
6.
Kind of left, the fact that I mean that's probably why it was banned, because they don't want to play 28 on them. But we're going to play Breeze, which, again, that's 50-50 shot for Revile and technically a little bit better options for INCO. So Breeze would be a good option because, I mean, if you look at all the stats, I mean, it's kind of the best option across the board for them to do.
Yeah.
Now, Revile is being predicted to 74 to 26. But honestly, INCO looks a lot better, at least starting off.
Yeah.
Right now, and their historical data.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean Revile can't.
I say, yeah. If we go by the actual statistics, it looks like Revile has the more games played.
Yep.
But we've seen it before where that means nothing in the long run.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a lot of games on one map.
All those.
Nothing else.
Yeah. Just goes to show what their favorite map is.
Yeah, that's why it was banned.
Tournaments.
That's why it was banned out. So they definitely don't want to be going up against them there at all. But later on, if they're able to squeak that into a matching, then that should be an absolute blast to watch them work. Because, I mean, that for you guys at home wanting to get into tournaments like these, to be able to work your way up, seeing how some of these teams execute some of these maps, that would actually be one of the better ones to be able to watch just for learning capabilities for you guys and for us as well. But ultimately,
and also watching these watching these tournaments will give you those positions where you know where to look, you know where people like to hide, you know where people like to wall bang from.
Hardcore.
Or do a triple stack.
Yeah, so that's definitely where that's going to come into play. Now, again, we've got to get them set up into that lobby and get them ready to go, so we'll be able to see what's going to happen on Breeze. But either way, it's looking strong. They're looking good. And without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Looks like they're ready to go for us.
A little curious who's going to actually take this, INCO or Revile, though.
Yeah. And I mean, this is, again, map number 1, Breeze, INCO, chilling on the defense on the CT side, and T is going to be Revile.
Yeah. This is a prime example of, I'm not, in this level of gameplay, I'm not so sure who I would actually want to start out as, either the CT side or the terrorists.
I don't know.
Of course, everybody's got that preference, though.
Yeah.
Just like Franz probably did not want to get hit by that nade throw.
Ooh, definitely not. Definitely a lot of damage being dealt. Lunix, although opening it up, bad dart being the first one, but counter draw. Able to take down, get the refrag, and Franz with the nasty nade apart and skill. It is all falling apart. It is now all up to Frost in a 1v4 with pistol. Not the best case scenario, although able to pick up 1. Now it's him versus 3 fully kitted players with their HP.
Yeah, I'm a little curious right now. Nope, never mind. I'm not curious anymore. Apart took them apart.
Yep. Curiosity has left the building. So that's going to be Revile getting the first round on the board.
Yeah, let's see if INCO can come back, though, because they probably have to do an eco round right now.
Yeah. I mean,
No force by now.
Nope. We got some FALs coming in. We got some MP5s coming in. It's looking solid. But it's a bunch of pistols, so it's probably going to go Revile's way.
Ooh, I really like that pistol skin. I'm not so sure this is the wise. Ooh, double for Bronze.
Ooh.
Another one from Knight.
Well, what chances they did have with pistols have just gone out the window. And a burn coming in, so more mollies. And I'm going down
Bomb
just
has
barely.
been planted. Got to get that extra cash somehow. As long as you got the time for it, you may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be the first real round with rifles, though. This is looking interesting.
Well,
Not
let's see if
so-
INCO can do it. I mean, they've got to be able to bring it back now. I mean, they still got the AKs and an MP5. So, I mean, this is best case scenario for them to be able to do it.
Yeah. This is getting interesting. Because
Yep.
right now, Skill has the bomb. He looked like he wanted to go into B, but just couldn't find the courage to just run in there.
Nope. He's trying to get some information, but nothing valuable.
Well, it looks like Revile might be going for a little bit of a push. No, looks like they're just getting into position to might do a push.
Yeah, trying to clear things out. I don't think Felipe's position's known yet. They're trying to scoot around, which at this point,
they're going actually. Looks like they're switching over from A to B.
Yep, and they have a lot of players headed over here to B, which right now it's basically a 3 versus 2. If they push adequately here, no, they're actually going to go over the wall and change it up entirely.
Very interesting concept here.
Ooh, apart for one, France for another. Ooh, but
This
the
is
grenade's
getting
coming in.
chaotic. Frost with the nade kill.
This is a huge spot for Franz. If he's able to make at least one connection here, it'll be huge. Throwing his weapon up, picking up another. But right now, the bomb is down. The extra cash has been gotten. And now it's Felipe and Frost. Will they go for the push? Felipe is super low. And it looks like a save has been
looks like
called
they're gonna go
already.
save. Smart. I think that's a smart option right there. Go for the save.
Yeah.
Save your rifles. Or even go pick up one from somebody else. Save their rifle. I still love the concept of the kill feed will actually say if you damaged yourself.
Yeah, that's that's pretty great. I think it's... Well, maybe we'll see it again at some point, maybe not. But now Revile is up to 3. INCO is at 0 still. So, and it looks like they're kind of going for that half-force buy. I mean, they have 2 rifles and a sniper and 2 pistols. So it really... Bad Dark and La Carreta is waiting to maybe to have a weapon, but never mind. Bad Dark actually able to take down Lunix with just clean headshot. That was kind of unexpected, but good.
Yeah, that like we've seen before. Those pistols can be absolute murderous in the right positions.
Yeah.
Looks like A might be the place to go, considering there's only one INCO and make that no INCO on there.
Yep, they took down the only closest person. Now, with that rotation coming in, they still may not be able to get there in time before they show up.
No, it does not look like it. It looks like INCO is going to get there and be able to put up a little bit of a defense.
Yeah, at least from the top of the
But
stairs.
neither one of them wants to actually go into the bomb site, looks like.
Ooh, that was huge from Knights, opening it up a little bit more. Now they're able to get in there, but the flames coming in from the sky. My favorite part. Now, bomb is going to be planted. It is now down. Timer is set. And now, will they try to retake it? I mean, they're not really doing huge pushes here.
No, they're not taking near as many risks as I would expect from this level of gameplay.
No,
in this major.
Looks like they're gonna
yeah,
hold,
it looks like
yeah.
It looks like they're gonna do another save, which is probably for the better. Yeah, this looks like INCO is going for the save all those rifles. But Revile, I'm not so sure they're if INCO actually gets a win sometime soon. Revile might get the mentality of we're in the lead broken right now.
Maybe.
But you never know.
I mean, so it's just kind of weird. I mean, it was a 3v4 and they call for the save. I mean, we're kind of early into it, but also that might have been a smart move. But because right now they have got everything now. But at the same time, you know, I mean, it almost seems like they're not trusting their own skill. They weren't confident that they could.
Yeah, they're. They're questioning their own skill.
Yeah.
They're not understanding the concept of I'm here. It means I am good. If you got into the major, it means you're a good team. Maybe not one of the best in the world, but it means you're one of the best in this genre.
Yep.
Or in this group. Let's see.
I mean, they're pretty spread. Trying to find any information, any picks. But I mean, right now, Revile's looking solid to be able to make their redemption day happen.
Yeah, this redemption is going to be key. They have to have. I am of a firm belief. I'm not saying this is true. That one of these teams has to go 2-0 in order to get even a remote chance at 5th, I'm going to say.
Yeah. I mean, by all means, Revile could change their entire day and be able to win this, feel good, and move their way up the bracket with all these other teams. But as of now, they've got to make that connection. And right now, INCO is actually priming themselves, looking pretty good. Felipe down to 2 HP. But Bad Dart comes from the side and secures the last kill. So that's going to be the first game on the board, finally, for INCO, getting themselves up to 1. Not anywhere close to breaking Revile. I mean, Franz had basically $9,000 walking into this round. So they're going to be able to buy up everything and share the love. But right now, it's going to be the same thing again. Full buys across the board.
Maybe not for Lunix. Unless, yeah, okay, somebody threw a gun down for him.
Yeah, I think that was Franz with his $9,000 that he had left.
Yeah, and he still's got 4.6. So he's not hurting at all.
No. Now, if they lose again, he might be, but for now, he's not. And Franz gaining himself a little bit extra cash. Felipe going down. But
yeah, this. Not so sure exactly what the plan here is for Revile, though.
Well, I think they're trying to make it known a little bit now. Now it's going to be an entire B push, which they've now spread out a little thin for a basically 5 versus 2. I think Lacaretta needs to get back over there and so be able to help out Frost as well. And granted, they don't know that just yet, so Frost definitely can be hanging out. But Frost hasn't given any indication, so Lacaretta needs to switch over. A little bit of stuff is flying, so we might be seeing a little bit of rotation coming in.
Looks
from
like Frost is on the way back.
He's hesitant,
Nope,
but he is.
double back. Yeah, nope. He's running. He understands everybody's in danger.
And now it's all up to him. Everybody's gone down within a matter of
believe
a
in
couple of
Frost.
seconds. Yep, he needs to have the blizzard and freeze everyone. But I don't think he's going to. He's just saving
It's better
time.
to go for a save at this point.
Yep.
I wonder if these teams have those fallback positions that they like to go to for these save rounds.
Well,
When they decide to
considering-
go save, I mean.
It's probably just the opposite side of the map where they are. It's probably about the only thing. Is just go to the opposite side. Even if they retreat.
And hope nobody finds you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was going to say, the whole concept of a save is not just to stand off, too.
Yeah, and so
I've
with that being
this
done,
is a-
1 to 5, Revile. Just, oh, here we go. Now we're seeing the tactical pauses come in. INCO has called the pause to try and figure it out. Which is good.
smart choice. Try to get rid of the mentality of Revile's doing better than us right now.
Yeah. And as of right now, they really need to clear that air and be able to find a way to, I honestly feel more confident. I mean, we're not seeing the confidence and the pushes of like, don't worry, guys, I got this. And then going in and doing it.
Yeah, the strategy I would expect would be rushing blitzkrieg kind of tactics or bait and switch. If you understand that 4 players are on one bomb site or are going for one bomb site, it might be better for the bomb to go to the opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would be. Well, again, they've got to be able to show that confidence in themselves and the way they move and the way they play. And as of now, Frost, we got to be feeling a little bit better. Getting the first kill.
Yeah, this is looking good for INCO. It's like that tactical pause made him get into the right mindset.
Yeah, at least a little bit better. So now, Revile got to kind of figure out a little bit more of their plan, where they want to go. A is probably going to be where that is going to be, at least with the rotation of the bomb as of right now. They still have 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock, so not a huge deal.
Yeah, this is, if I was Revile at this point, I would probably send 1 player to attack B and then go for A.
Well,
But it looks like Revile is actually doubling back to B.
yeah, they got the time for it. There's still 50 seconds left, so the motion and the movement is still available. And, I mean, honestly, B has been kind of one of their better ones. Seems like Revile does a little bit better in the shenanigans of absolutely blowing up the bomb site and getting kills. So, I mean, might as well keep doing it until it doesn't work, right?
Yeah. Not so sure exactly what Revile's plan here is, though.
Ooh, bad dark gonna get one. Lunix actually got that grenade, though. And the same for Lunix again, coming for bad dark. It's down to a 3v3 very quickly. They're entering into the site. Franz is able to get one for himself. Felipe to get the refrag. And now Lunix is trying to get himself one through the smoke. It's not able to be done, but Franz is able to do so. And now, but the thing is, time is up. And with 1 player still left alive, that means it's going to go to INCO by default to get their second round on the board. So they just had to live just long enough.
Yeah, I wonder how that hits people's mentalities in the major tournaments.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's
You
like,
were-
where was the bomb? Like, I don't know why they didn't plant that. I'm not seeing it. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't have been planted, but I guess they just they tried to go for the kills, and ultimately 1 person got away.
They probably thought they didn't have enough time on the clock to actually plant.
Probably not.
What is it? 3v3 right now, so no telling what's actually going to be happening. But Franz
man.
understands.
Franz is on fire. He's already up to 10 kills. And it's just taking names.
Yeah, these kills are adding up for Franz.
Well, the good news is Franz is taken out now, and so that means the most skill player was taken out, and with that in mind, INCO is able to come in and get that defuse.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, this looks like that tactical pause was the best option for INCO.
Yeah, break it up a little bit. Give a little hoorah for the team. Now INCO up to 3. Revile still chilling at 5. INCO, we're not, done the flip just yet, but honestly, if they can, pick up one more, I think they'll be at a solid position for the flip.
If INCO can bring in a win in this round and bring that momentum through at the switch, there's a very good chance that they could take this.
Yeah, I mean, now granted, if they also get the pistol after that, they could actually take the lead entirely. But we'll have to find out whenever that flip happens. Now, it looks like A is going to be an absolute barrage of players and just everything.
Yeah, but how many tacticals are thrown before INCO understands they're attacking A?
True. I mean, everything is on fire at this point. Somehow Frost is staying frosty and not taking any burn damage. But everything is just flying in. There's still a minute on the clock. They could still technically do a full rotation, but it looks like they're not. They're going to try and get into this bomb site.
Yeah.
There we go. Lunix and Skills getting 1 each. Knight's going down, though. It's a 2 versus 4.
Lunix just got another with Knight's help.
Oh, no. Lunix is just obliterating the entire team right now. Count draw for another to take Lunix down. Franz almost dead, but wow. Franz not even able to take a single bullet damage there. Surviving and moving into the next round with that round under their belt.
Yeah, that was nice. That was unexpected from Revile in my mind.
Yeah. I mean,
I was expecting at least one more kill.
Yeah. I mean, I was fully expecting Franz to go down and then maybe a refrag from someone else, but somehow Franz able to survive. No bullets touching him. But either way, they got the round under it, and then now it's on the scoreboard. Rolling into the next half with 6-3. So now INCO really needs to take this pistol and make this happen.
Yeah, I am thinking this round and the next, depending on who wins and gets their economy built up faster, might be able to take this map.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely possible. INCO definitely needs to step it up to the next level on this round. Because, it's not like, the games are over, but the fact that, if they don't win this one, then they're probably going to lose the next one, and then Revile's going to be on 8, and then they're going to really start the fight at 8-3, and that's not good. So
Yeah,
INCO needs to be able to make it like 6-6 before it's a real fight.
But it looks like Skill does not want any competition.
Nope.
Little, yeah, looks like Lacerda is trying to move the bomb closer to B. But I'm not so sure that's the wisest choice. It looks like Knights might have line of sight. But he not the best of locations, as we've seen before.
No, but it looks like a hard push for B, and this is basically going to be a 4 versus 3 on the site. Everything's coming in, smoke's flying. Skills, on the other hand, still trying to do what he can. Skills, Frost, 1 for each, apart. This is not good, and that is not what needed to happen for INCO, but the best for Revile. Now Revile will be able to have that extra chance to buy what they need, get the weaponry they want, and more than likely roll them up to 8.
Yeah, this is looking good for Revile right now.
Yeah.
But we've seen it before. INCO could come back. We've seen other teams come back from this deficit and win.
Yep, so it's totally possible, but definitely a uphill battle for INCO. Now they're going to be rolling up with some pistols, all up against basically an entire team of MP7s.
Yeah. This is not looking good for INCO right now. But this next round, after, I'm just going to call this another pistol round, is going to be key to even INCO having a chance to come back.
Yeah, because if they lose the one after this, they're going to have to go basically half force buy or eco on match point. So this round is important, but the next one is even more important. Or that's pretty much just going to be going right to Revile, so that they have to make some good choices and have their aim where it needs to be. But oh no, this is so bad. Oh no, they might be able to come from behind here, from apart.
I'm not so sure. This is looking good for Revile right now.
Nope, and here it is. Skill, Franz, apart again. Headshots all around. Everyone is down. They're looking for weapons. They're looking for goodies. But yeah, that's kind of how that went. So with that being said, it is 8-3. Revile massively in the lead, and INCO trying to secure round. I mean, at this point,
looks like they're going for the force buy.
Well, this one should be kind of the best case scenario. Oh.
Ooh. Sniper.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah,
I guess
look
that's
at
going to be the wild card
Revile's
here.
weapon choice. That's surprising to me. I thought everybody would have gone rifles by now.
Well, you know, just in case, but I mean, nice to see the ARM coming into play here. But we haven't seen hardly anybody use it, so we don't exactly know how Countraw is with it. But that doesn't mean he's not good with it. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, this is one of the better maps to use it on.
Yeah.
These open lanes are just murderous with those snipers.
Yeah, but it all depends if you can hit the shot, though.
Oh, that's why these guys are the pros and we're just casters.
Yeah, because we would definitely probably not make those shots. But we'll have to wait and see. It's ticking down. We're almost to the minute mark, and there's not been a whole lot of movement. No shots been fired. And I think the call is being made. Countraw. This is not good. Apart is so close to this MP7. He is going to rip him apart. And he does.
Oh, that was just nasty.
I'm not sure if that's where the should have been. But that's where the was. And ultimately, that's what happened. So now, Lacaretta.
Bomb has been planted.
Not so sure. Franz is probably in one of the best positions to retake this bomb site.
Yeah, he's in a good backstab position now. He might be checked, but we're gonna see. Maybe Felipe able to take out Knights. That's good. And here we go. Franz going down. Lunix for 1. It's a 2 versus 3. They might be going for the quick push here. Skills able to get another one. Skills again. Oh my goodness. Skills on a 3-piece. And now they're going for the defuse. But do they have enough time? It's coming down to just barely.
Oh, they did. Oh my lord. Yeah. Oh my lord. I was expecting it to get down to 0 and then explode.
Ooh, Refill got to be feeling good, but look at this. Look, that's just not where I thought the should be. Maybe in the back, looking into A, like all the way back.
Then you got skills here, though. Oh my lord, that triple.
And barely enough time to get that defuse. Like, look at them. You can see that they feel good about that round. They're like, yeah, that they were able to get that defuse. So now
Yeah,
INCO has got to be feeling some type of way, and Revile is feeling their absolute best right now.
yeah. Going into this game, I wasn't so sure, but after that last one, I think Revile might be the team to root for right now.
Well, it was basically a 75-25 split. The people thought Revile could bring it back. I mean, Revile has in the past done some really good stuff. And so, again, maybe it's just those first stage jitters.
Yeah, this is insane so far.
Yep.
I was hoping for this type of split, 9-3, but not this fast.
Yeah. But this is it. This is potentially the last round.
Yeah, it's an all or nothing moment for, well, Franz.
Well,
With
Franz, he squeaked him out a
wall bang
little bit.
headshot. All you need to do is know what surfaces here are,
Oof.
well, fire on. Yeah, you can fire on.
Oh, but he's not going to get checked. Lunix getting two and half of
almost
a third.
triple.
Lacaretta, though, able to refrag two himself, so it's 2-1. Lacaretta is technically the best one to be able to do this. The only problem is he's got two of the highest skilled players left alive, and
Just tore them apart.
that's it. Revile taking the first map of 2.
Yeah, that map was insane.
Yeah, that was
That
fantastic.
was unexpected.
Yeah, Revile really came in. They're ready to play. They're ready to show themselves what they had to bring to the table, and showing that that 2-0 in the first day. That wasn't us. That was we did something weird. Here today, they're doing pretty good and able to secure that. INCO, on the other hand, I don't know if we're going to see a repeat of yesterday and be able to see where, maybe the first map is kind of their, horribly long warm-up time, and then maybe in map 2 we get to see something a little different. We are going to go to Province, and so I don't know, it's kind of the wild card there. I mean, technically, again, they have better stats, but I don't know. It really just depends on how they're playing and how they're feeling after that map. I mean, that was not the best feeling map at all.
No, it's. I love me some Breeze, but actually coming into a map I've never actually seen be played on, I'm not sure what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen either one of these teams play on it. I mean, we saw Elevate yesterday, and they absolutely dominated that. But, Province isn't played hardly at all that we've seen thus far. So, I mean, it's possible some good things may happen for INCO. But, just a little pep talk to them. You guys, you got to feel the confidence. You've got to believe that you can do it. Go into those sites, go into your areas, and feel confidence in there. You guys can do this. You're here at the Matrix. Yeah,
even if you're 9-0, you can still come back. It's very, I want to say easy, but I don't think it is.
No, but it's very doable, though. And so just, make your choices and go into there and figure it out. But now we're going to go ahead and check out a little bit of that montage action from the last round. I mean, it's going to be a lot of Revile, though. So just prepare yourself. If you're a Revile fan, have a seat and chill and watch these massive clips. I mean, look at that. We're 5-1 at this point, rocking our way through it, and it's finally INCO's able to activate and get at least a couple of rounds in a row, but ultimately it just kind of went the way of the dodo, and now with 3 on the board on the flip, it didn't really get much better. And again, that position just was not what needed to happen. And ultimately, skills on that round, that second to last round, was huge. And it could have went either way on that one. But then right here, Lunix was not getting checked. It was just a huge thing. Now, coming into the MVPs for each team, Franz doing great, 13. His kill death was a 3.25. Dude was not getting touched with a 2.7 rating. And unfortunately, Frost was the best one, but I mean, the difference is literally a -1 on him, and 8 kills, 0.89 kill death ratio, and a rating of 8.8. I think this is probably the biggest split difference of the MVPs we have seen yet.
Yeah, I could agree with you there. It just looks insane from my point of view.
Yeah, so, well, that's just it's kind of where it landed. So hopefully we can get all this kind of sorted out going into the next one. But here's, just the kind of the standings of the overview. Majority of the time, you saw just absolute obliteration on INCO. Now, the rounds that they did still survive, more of them was just they were saving. They didn't want to lose everyone, which again was a best case scenario for them to continue to push forward for so long. But ultimately it fell apart, especially when it came into the flip. They didn't really have enough time to kind of, secure that extra money and save and do for those rounds to be able to properly take it. So unfortunately, but fortunately, it went for Reval Gaming. INCO, unfortunately, was not able to get it. So now, with this best of 2, we will still have the option to go into the next map. But here's the standings overall, and we see 13, 13, 9, 14, and 4, respectively, for Reval. And INCO, 8, 8, 5, 3, and 4. And so we even see
difference in rating from front and apart, though.
Yeah, not much. I mean, just barely squeaking by. I mean, their kill deaths were literally the same. It came down to the assists is literally what that came down to. His impact was just very slightly better for his assist. But apart, got to get a commendable, runner-up MVP for the team. But look at that. All the way down to a 0.27 for the rating on the lowest person on INCO. Not the best showing today for INCO on this map on Breeze, but again, we have a second chance. Province
might be the map, might just be the one they need to bring this up to a draw.
Yeah.
Instead of Revival taking a 2-0 and actually having a chance at one of the prizes.
Yeah, I mean this is great for Revival. I mean, this is, if they can take this in 2-0, they have a good chance to stay up in here and at least walk away and work their way up either to the playoffs or at minimum work their way and staying in to get some prizing by the end of this. Because remember, only the top 4 can go to the playoffs, and then once the playoffs are played, then we get to go to the finals, which again will be a best of 5. That's going to be on the 25th, so put that on your calendars if you want to watch that. But ultimately, going through these group stages here, it's all about the wins. All up until there's a tie. Yeah. It's all about the round balance. So if you did win, hopefully you did it in a sharper way with better round balance with whoever you're going up against. So as of right now, that's going to help out Reval Gaming on the round balance, setting it out on a 10-3. So that's going to be a lot of rounds for them to put under the belt if they tie with anybody. So it really just depends. If they can take this one in 2, not only would that give them an extra point, but if they can take it in just as good of rounds, then that'll help them out again on that round balance.
Yeah. And I think if Revival can do another similar 10-3 split, they might be going to their match flying high.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely would be feeling good, although they got to feel pretty good anyways for that last matching. But if they can do it a second time, then it'll be absolutely fantastic, which we'll find out now as we roll into the second map of the second game. Revival versus INCO on Province.
Yeah, when it comes to aesthetics, though, I love this map. Just reminds me of certain things in the world.
Yeah, it's like an older castle feel, kind of fortress.
Almost reminds me of medieval time.
Yeah. But let's check it out. They're rolling in. They're throwing their equipment. They're trying to get into, well, somewhere, or at least they're trying to fake it into an area. Bomb is not anywhere close, although it is on the move. So, maybe where they want to go. But again, this pistol is now super, super important. Felipe getting the first one. Lacaretta for...
And a second.
All right, good, good, good. We're looking 2 to 4. This is going to be great for INCO in these earlier spots. Lunix coming up in here trying to get any kind of picks. It's Lunix and Skill left alive. If any two are going to do it, it's going to be these, but they're going to get overrun. Count Draw going to be able to take down Lunix. Skill for 1, but it's 1v3.
Yeah, well, if anybody can do it, it's Skill. Oh, never mind.
Nope, apparently not.
Taking out my bad dark.
Yep. So that's going to be good for INCO for this first round. Definitely setting them into a good position. Be able to prime them for the second one. Now, after that, can they keep going? Well, we'll find out.
See, that I'm not so sure. But I think Counter might be after your heart.
Just a little bit. We got Count Draw and Lockeretta coming in with those P90s.
Let's us see if they are. Yeah, we'll take out the pistols.
There we go.
And the verdict is yes.
Yeah, we got a Mac in here as well. So, I mean, they're just ripping them apart here. Not sure if that smoke is where they wanted that to go, but looks good though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lunix taking out Philippe.
There we go. Rip them apart with a P90.
Yeah, those P90s will
Ooh.
rip people apart right at. Yeah.
Ooh, no. Lockeretta getting naded hard. Pulling out the P90. Barely able to survive. A part coming through. Counter able to take down Lunix and leaving it all up to a part, which there's not enough time. And we're going to go for the push the P90. And wait, a part is actually able to take him out. But is there enough time to get away? That is a no.
Oh.
Frost takes himself out with the bomb. And we get to see another you help yourself.
I'm not so sure if that is a good thing or basically the kill feed trolling you if it actually says you help take yourself out.
I don't know. I think it's great.
Oh, it's fun. I love the concept. And looks like everybody's actually showing some love for you, though.
Ooh.
Those
that nade.
P90s. Whoa. Hey, look, that part has, might have kept it.
Oh, he did actually. It looks like either that or no. It looks like he purchased it. He has $0. So
Yeah.
All good. Looking sharp with it.
The only thing that matters is he has it.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he can do with it. He's current. Oh no!
Oh wow! Skill with a double nade, taking out Frost and
Ooh.
I'd rather not butcher names, to be honest.
The Lockeretta, yeah.
Yeah. These matches, though, placement of these teams with their tactical equipment is spot on right now.
Oh, he is so flashed. Skill for 1, count draw for another, but Knights help it out. Now it's all up to count draw. An AK, a dream, and a prayer. And apparently a flashbang in his eyes. He can't see anything at all. The backstab looks like it's coming in if they don't take him out already. What is this count draw? 2, almost a third, but that again, backstab was on the way. And Lunix.
Yeah, that.
Grabbing it. Wow. That was almost bad. That was almost bad.
Yeah, that's where the teammate would have come in handy, having that eyes on your back. But if you're 1v2 or 1v3, you don't have 360 view like you would if it's a 2-on-3.
No, that was close, though. 1v4, almost doing it. I mean, look at that. He almost was able to, but besides going behind the whale. I mean, if that backstab didn't come in, it would have possibly been doable.
Yeah, he probably would have got a triple, at least.
Yeah. But they're going to try it again. I mean, currently INCO is still looking good in a good position, technically, although this probably will even up. Oh, going to fly down into it apart. Actually, only able to get 1. Now that weapon will be recovered, Lockeretta is actually going to be able to have it. So
Yeah, this is nice positioning on Revil's game but it is 4v4, so there is no telling what's going to actually happen right now.
No. But looks like A from behind, maybe where they want to go. But Franz is here. Oh, and they don't expect it. Franz gets both. Oh, no. But Lacaretta able to refrag it at least.
Yeah.
So Lacaretta really has to get one more kill for it to really matter. And, oh, no, getting caught with the knife out. Not good. Now it's all up to bad at dark. And a 1v3 with a pistol.
I'm not... Unless he comes up on a body, I don't suspect a win on Bad Dark's part.
No, and it's not
but
even...
then again, he could. It's very possible.
If he's able to get a backstab somewhere, I mean, there's enough distance between everybody. If he's able to get the backstab and pick up a rifle.
Swipe away. I was going to say, yeah, pick up a rifle. He might have this.
Yeah, but it's gonna be up to a little bit of luck and chance to be able to meet somebody without being looked at. Which he's in a good position, technically, to do. Oh, no, but that denies he's in a
he might be
confined space.
Coming up the night.
Oh, he hears him. Yep. Nice, clean, quick headshot.
Yeah, but he did take... But Knights did take some damage, so at least you know he was on point.
Yeah, he made the connection. But now we're even. Now we're going to go into the full purchases and the next official... try for INCO to get into the bomb site.
Not a whole lot of love for the SMGs on this round.
Nope, not anymore. That is left the building. Now it's all up to AKs to win the day.
Well, I guess if you have the whole concept, you need the actual rifles to win. Just ask apart here, taking out Frost. It might be a good option to do a force buy if you're INCO and you lose this, because it looks like Revile might have the economy to at least do a half buy. That's what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, they might be able to. It depends if they want. Yeah, it's up to their decision if they want to save it or do the half buy. But I mean, it's looking better for INCO right now. I would say if they get one more without losing anyone, they're going to be in a really good position.
Yeah, I'm a little curious on INCO though. Are they going to go push for A, or is Bad Dark going to try to cut off? What I'm thinking is skills over there on B.
Oh no, we got 2-1-1. It's down to 1v1 with 5 HP. Skills has to make his way in. The bomb is going to go down. Lacaretta's got to get out of there.
5 health. All it's going to take is a stub toe.
But he's put it out there, and he goes for it. But Lacaretta goes down. Skill just... He didn't wait long enough for that flash to go off to flash skills.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, this is not turning out the way I was expecting it to.
Nope. I mean, that was just such a quick flick. That, from apart, really just kind of ruined it. Lacaretta is good, but not, ultimately, at the end of the day. And see, like I said, if they'd waited literally a fraction of a second longer for that flash to hit and then peek, I think that would have worked.
Yeah. Letting those flash actually flash before you start running is a key moment in these games.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking standoff.
But just in general, I mean, when you throw the flash, you don't want to be flash yourself. And the whole point of the flash is to disrupt them. And so you got to wait for it to, to pop first. Ooh. Oh, that grenade could be huge. Oh, a little bit of damage dealt to 2. Ooh, and here we go. Now the destruction comes through. Sprays. Molly is down. Might be a little bit of damage dealt. Everybody's hurt. But they are able to secure the kills for 2 apart and skill. And now we're looking at a 2 versus 3. But the health situation, though, looks a lot better for Revile right now. The bomb is down and ticking. So let's see what's totally doable. Oh, no, from the grenade. So it saved the day, and see if they can get the push. That's no counter off with the shotty.
Oh,
if he's
shotty.
Able to... All right, now we're down to 1v1, but Frost has a superior position. And INCO is actually able to win that round. Tying it up 3-3. They're not out of this game yet.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Because Revile might need to do an eco round. Or at least choose to. Oh, actually, looks like they're doing one. Let's see, though. Are they able to take out rifles with those pistols, though? That is a good question.
Well, probably not, but honestly, Revile, we can't really discredit that at this point. I mean, just like that with Frost going down.
Yeah, apart there, that headshot. And he took his rifle. But I just a little curious, though, because there's a lot of fire. I don't know. Yeah, nobody was on A from Revile. So they're going to have to do the retake real quick. But the bomb is down. Will they try for the retake is the question. Which is a yes, but Condra and Bad Dark deny it completely. And then Lacard, yeah, Lacerda is coming in. I'm not so sure Revile is going to be able to take any of these out. But it also might be a good option for INCO to run at this point because that bomb going off. Well, we'll take out a couple of players actually.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, I mean, they took out 3 of them, so I mean, it's not bad. I mean, Revile did really do some damage to their economy, though. I mean, Felipe not as much, but I mean, down to $1,000 basically for Frost and Lacaretta. Ugh. So I mean, they definitely need to take this round again, or if they have to go into the next round, it could be a little hairy for some force buys.
Yeah, it looked almost like Revile was trying to keep those INCO players in the bomb site so the bomb could take them out completely. But then Philippe just takes apart with that wallbang headshot.
Yeah, and so it's putting them in a better position. Be able to work their way back up, although time is still plenty on the clock. Let's figure out where they want to go. B looks like to be a better option. Skill not making any connections with the grenade, but not bad. Franz able to pick off 1, so now we're even again. Franz does not survive the second wave. Lacaretta taking 1. Refrag back again. The backstab is huge on that one.
Yeah, this seems like the one map that is absolutely...
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
I was expecting at least a double out of that.
Yeah, so was I, but Knight's unfortunately not able to make the connections. But in the sense, it's Lunix has the health advantage. And so if there's any grenades potentially to help out, I mean, he does have 1. If he can get that grenade in, it might be huge. If he can get to the other side, if he can throw the grenade right in between them. Oh, and he does take 1, but...
Oh, but Counter just diffused the situation. Not sure what these buys are going to be like, though. 3-5. I was so expecting a lot more kills out of that match, though.
Well, INCO is actually respectively in the lead. And with this force buy right now, might be pretty primed to take another one. I mean, the fact that they are 2 rounds of the lead, might be 3, would be fantastic to go into the flip.
Yeah, I think this is the closest game we've seen And these two matches we've seen today, when it comes to the Switch.
Yeah, and honestly, this might be one of the best rounds in general we've seen from INCO entirely. I mean, besides, you know, their one they almost were able to kind of do. But, I mean,
Yeah.
overall, I mean, as far as this half of the game, I mean, they're pretty solid.
Yeah.
Now, there's still another half of the game left to go, so it could all fall apart or continue to get better, but we'll just kind of have to wait and see after this round goes. We're down to a 2-3, and Lacaretta definitely needs to grab himself a nice quick piece from the side for him just to kind of even the odds, but...
Yeah, but I'm not so sure Apart is going to even let... Well, yep.
Oh, never mind.
Wondering if Apart can take out Lacar? Yeah. Serta, though. And nope, it looked like it was skill.
And that's the half, so we're going to go into the flip. INCO still looking better. They are still in the lead, but this pistol round will dictate how this next half is more than likely going to go.
Yeah. This is not really an all or nothing match. Yeah, round for the match, but it is an all or nothing round for the economy of both teams. And that nade shot was just plain mean.
Well, again, they've done good thus far. They're not doing too bad. But ultimately, again, this pistol is just such a huge decider. And honestly, there's a lot of equipment here, so there's a lot of nade possibilities. Revile starting it off. I mean...
This is probably one of the more insane moments that we've seen. This match is pretty much all or nothing right now. If Revile can take this, they're still in contending for at least 6th, I'm going to say.
Yeah, just to be able to get them out of the way and above all of the ones, right? You know, Group B had basically entirely all ones because they tied all their matches. If they can pull this off and get a 2-0, they put them in, honestly, a really nice, safe position. Now, again, we have some more matches obviously going to be coming tomorrow to kind of round that out a little bit. But the fact of the matter still stands. This will put them in a good position to start winding up some more matches. So they're not out of the woods yet, even if they do. But, again, better position to better state in this. And, well, they're putting themselves in a much better position by taking this pistol. They're tying it, and more than likely pulling this next round off as well.
Looks like they're just going out for a buy round, because I don't know if I would actually have done that on Revile side. Yeah, I'm not so sure I would have bought my rifle right at this point. Even if I did have the money for it.
Well, I mean, depending on which one it is, I mean, Skill doesn't have any armor, so I guess it just depends on his place if he stays back. But I mean, in which case he is with the bomb. So, I mean, he has the range capabilities with the scope, and best case scenario, he's able to, get some good tags. But as we roll into it, I mean, I like Counter bringing out the dualies. That's great. Love to see him.
I don't think we've actually seen many actual kills with him, though.
No, not really. We've seen a couple of them, but nothing crazy. It's always a fun time to see those that happen.
Yeah.
So hopefully maybe we get to see one this time around with them. Just one.
Yeah, a little curious. Yeah, looks like Revile's going for A. I thought they were going to go for B.
Well, good on them. There's basically only one person here, and, well, 2 technically. But they're both down. Here come the dualies, but Lunix is on fire, taking out 3 people in a row. Counter not able to do a whole lot, and now we have Lacaretta and Frost. Never mind Lacaretta going down. Just Frost to take on a 1v4. Lunix, again, will he get the ace? He is 1 person away. And he
good Lord,
does. Congratulations.
He must have heard a footstep or something for that one.
Well,
or he was just going for a pre-fire.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Good for you, Lunix.
Yeah, he's able to get that ace, putting himself nice up on the kills, able to pretty much tie apart for MVP for the team and the match, or close to. Technically counter as 12, but for the team at least.
Yeah. They're all at good positions for kills, I say. Because right now, Revile's looking real good.
Yeah, now they're in the lead by 1, and depending on how this round goes, should be pretty good to put themselves in a nice position. We still got plenty of rounds left to go for this. INCO is definitely not just giving this away by any stretch of the imagination. Dark, on the other hand, here, getting a little bit of information. He knows there are at least 1 or 2 players over on the side. They're getting ready. Frost is ready to kind of help refrag if necessary. But here comes a little bit more towards the push. But A seems to be where they want to go again.
Yeah, it looks like they're really pushing for A. The Knights, taking out Kundra. Yeah, Kundra. Yeah, sorry if I'm butchering your names. I'm just going to point that out now.
Now
Frost with the
going down.
pre-fire look like.
All right, 1 for 1. Ooh, through the smoke, going for the pre-fire, and Lunix again getting himself 2 in a row, possibly 3. No, but that's Lacaretta getting 2 in a row. So now there's a part versus Lacaretta and Felipe. Bomb is in hand, and it is going to go down.
Bomb has been planted.
Probably a smart option throwing down the bomb, though. Get that extra bit of cash, even if you do go down.
And here goes for the push. 1 down. Oh, doesn't realize where the bullets are coming from, and Lacaretta able to get it, and going for the defuse.
I did not notice Lacaretta didn't have a defuse kit.
Yeah, I think he wanted to go look around for some extra goodies for his pocket, but there you go. He's able to find it. Okay, he was going to go look around, but then he realized he didn't have the defuse kits.
Yeah, those diffuse kits are come in handy by a lot. I thought for sure Bad Dark was going to have that.
Yeah, and see right there apart, I just think he went to turn, didn't see where it came from.
Yeah. I can't remember what game it was in, but we've seen players literally try to take someone's head off, and the bullet literally goes right past their eyebrows.
Yep, and it's worse when it's through the smoke where it's like, it's right there.
Yeah, we've seen people shoot in smoke while the reticle is on somebody and not get a hit.
Yep. But now we're going to push up. Felipe is going to get a part first off this time, so don't have to worry about that for a second time.
Yeah, one of the drawbacks of actually moving, you're visible first.
Franz picking himself up 1 in the back. Skills might be able to have a little bit of altercation here.
Yeah, this is not looking good for INCO right now. But then again, it is 6-6, so they're trading an awful lot right now. I'm not sure where they're going to try for the bomb, but it looks like B now.
Yeah, and they're getting close. I mean, they're fighting back and forth. But ultimately, Revile seems to be just squeaking ahead just enough. Bomb is going to be going down, though. So the timer has been set.
Yeah, I'm curious because INCO might just want to go for a save at this point. Probably the better option.
Yeah. I mean, they're not in the best position. Literally, both of them have $0 left. And they don't really have a whole lot to really work with. So probably, it's just if anybody comes about, maybe they can take them out. But it looks like they're just going to go the opposite direction. So save the day to live another day.
Yep. Probably the better option to save your rifle Save your defuse kit. Save your armor.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge for them. So, unfortunately, the bomb did detonate, and Revile is in the lead yet again. But those 2 rifles will come in big when it comes to maybe securing some more rifles for their team, because it looks like they're going to just try and stay for pistols. If they can pick up any other weapons, then they can be able to push and be able to get some extra help with weaponry.
Yeah. If Bad Dark or Condra can take out any of the other team, anybody on Revile, and give that rifle to Lacerda, Philippe, or Frost, they might have a chance of taking this round. But then again, we've also seen those pistols be absolute murderous up against those rifles for some reason.
Yeah. And so it's they just gotta take a little bit of that time. Make sure they don't mess anything up.
Yeah, this might be a good time to play it nice and slow. Maybe even try a bait and switch. But it looks like Revile is going A again, though.
Counter is just not there. He is making some connections, but ultimately not enough. And that rifle is down. If they can get a rotation in there and maybe pick up the rifle, that oh no, it's all just went downhill.
Oh, that is not
Both
good.
rifles are down. And unless they can get in here and pick up that rifle silently in the smoke. Oh,
I don't know if INCO is going to be able to do anything on this.
I don't think
Franz
so.
is just waiting for him.
Oh!
Oh! That is big.
And they do it with a rifle. Oh, Felipe. Frost. It's all falling apart. They're getting the rifles in hand. Frost now has his own too, so they're going to go for the defuse and holding it down. No!
Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, never mind. Oh! But the bomb went off and took out Lacarda. Yeah, Corda, though.
Yeah.
So they actually did not save any of those rifles.
Nope. Nothing was saved at all. Although, Lacaretta did try to, get the defuse in. And, trying to save it, but
yeah,
ultimately couldn't get away in time.
Yeah, it looks like Lacarda decided, I'm going to try to run, but it was not fast enough.
Yep. Got the kills, though, so it messed up their economy. So, honestly, I don't know if he had enough time to get away and survive anyway, so at least taking out both of them was, I would say, the better option.
Yeah.
But
just take them out. Get that money in your economy.
Exactly. But now, Revile's up by 2. And they're looking pretty good for this round, too. It's 3-4. And it looks like A is where they want to go again. They're having a lot of really good luck with A.
Yeah, they are. It's probably why they're sticking with it, not just running all over, the map.
Yep. Lacaretta putting it down to 1v1. Bomb. He is not going to be going down just yet.
Not surprising.
Ooh, that nade hurt just enough. They know what they are. They're trying. Repositioning. Ooh, the molly, though, hurts a little bit more and is enough to take him down.
There we go.
And the extra cash
and
was
there
received.
goes the bomb, too.
Yep.
I'm not so sure INCO can take this, but they do have the economy to at least buy up rifles. So this might be just one of those kind of force the situation. Oh, Condra's got the nice shotty.
All right. Getting himself a nice little spaz 12.
Yeah, like I said, the nice shotty. The one I prefer in pretty much every game I play.
Yep. Well, let's see if he can actually use it, though, because that's the ultimate goal, is it usable. Now he's on A, which is great. It's a little bit better on the close quarter side of things. But
Yeah.
again, will the bomb go that way? That's the ultimate, decision. I mean, Revile's gone so many times. I feel like this should be a B push.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm a little curious if Condor takes out anybody, will he take their rifle? We will see if he is able, though. Not so sure.
Oh, just barely not able. What?
Oh,
That is
Lunix.
That head glitch was hard.
I'm not so sure how I feel about that double. Make that 3 kills.
Lunix is on
It's
fire
like
for this
Lunix
possible
is-
last match, and apart getting an absolute
Oh,
decimation and
wow.
incineration.
Lunix taking out 4, though. And then that makes it for Revile, though. That, like I said, though, I'm not so sure about them head glitches.
Well, they're hard. They're a thing. They just got the right angle on them. And, well, congratulations, RevialGG, getting the 2-0 that they absolutely desperately needed to be coming into this. They needed to be able to take 2 of these rounds to be able to secure themselves in a better position to at least hold somewhere between, 5th, 6th place. At least to be able to work their way back up. And INCO not in a good spot. They have lost 2 rounds, 2 O's. They're double O's right now. So they really, really need to bring something back and up into these future matches. But Revile putting themselves in a great position to be able to continue on and get those extra points. So congratulations to them for that. Now they'll be able to sit a little bit nicer, a little bit better positioning for themselves. And not be, I guess, so much worry is not going to be there. But they still definitely need to be a little bit vigilant in their next rounds.
Yeah, this Revile is looking good for at least a 6th place finish. Now, especially. And if they do get that 6th place, though, that is major in this major. Because that means you're one of the top. Well, I guess you can say that for all these teams. You're top 10.
Mm-hmm. I mean, by all means, INCO is in a good spot. They're in the top 10, basically. But let's go ahead and check a little bit of those montagerie highlights here. And right there with the P90 that we just barely got to see. Looking solid. We can see some more P90s. Those grenades were just great today, at least on Province. Not as many mollies as we had seen, but definitely a part of the fun and action.
Yeah. And then you got a part just tearing apart tearing people apart. This is just surprising to me. It's just these triples and doubles we've seen, even the ace is just out there. Teamwork on these for both.
And the fact that we got to see an ace was great from Revile. Regardless, Lunix was just doing fantastic in this matching and just working his way up and getting these kills. And honestly, you just gotta tip your hat to him for being able to stay in it, stay strong, and being able to continue to rack up these kills. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it was close for most of the game onto the second half. Though they were able to, a little rocky onto the switch, but they were able to close the gap. But ultimately, once it got to a certain point, it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah.
So congratulations. And look at that. Lunix getting his debut here at the top with La Coretta. 21 kills on the docket for him with a 2.1 KD and a 1.89 rating overall. La Coretta, though, close with 16 and a 1.07, so pretty much close to the same in deaths and a 0.96 rating. So not bad, almost to the 1.0.
Yeah.
But
that
Lunix
would have been real nice to see both ratings above 1, but 0.96 is still commendable.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Lunix, look at the main man. He is just on fire with those. Now, we do have to go over a little bit more of those stats. I'll be curious to see who actually ends up in the MVP slot. But as you can see with the rounds, a lot of the times, you can see INCO is just down, down, and down, just fully getting singed out entirely. So that's just most of the time. Now, granted, there was a few saves here and there, but not many this time around. They were definitely feeling more confident, which I love. But ultimately, it didn't secure into those rounds, into the victory. So,
yeah.
Either way, they did a great job, and they gave it their best efforts, and came really close, honestly, for that second one. It was a lot better than it was, but I feel like it just came down to a couple different points where it kind of failed. But here's the ultimate score lines for the finisher. We do have that 21 kills at the top. No one even close, but Knights is the closest, Apart is the closest with 15, but Knights with 14. Close by 11 and 5, and then you got 16, 12, 8, 8, 8 down for INCO. And then everybody's pretty much positive except for Franz. He didn't have a good time. He had a 0.8, but everybody else was in the positive on their rating. But then all the way down at the bottom, it's still better this time. Instead of a 0.27, it's a 0.49 for Felipe, and everybody else was actually sitting not too terrible across the board. But again, just more kills were needed.
Yeah,
and there he is.
Lunix with 35 kills. Taking that MVP. Very nice. Congrats on that.
Almost a 2.0 KD. That 1.94. So close. And a 1.76 rating. Not too bad.
Not too shabby at all.
So congratulations, Lunix, for being the MVP of your matches of today. And congratulations for getting the 2-0 under your belt. And congratulations, really, to everybody who's played today. Elevate, Noob did a wonderful job. Now, we do have to let you guys know, for the day's result, obviously. But if you guys are just tuning in, we did have a 1-1 split for Elevate and Noob. Those guys played today. Great matches. If you didn't watch it, go back and watch those. Then we got the 2-0 coming in. Now, here's the current standings. Right here, right now, in the 2 slots, we have Saints, Death or Glory, and RevialGG Gaming, INCO with 2 losses. Now, we'll see some more matches, obviously, tomorrow. We'll see if Saints and Death of Glory can be able to bring that up any more than that. But overall, Revile has joined them in the ranks of 2. Now in Group B, Winstrike and STREETEIGHT, we'll probably see those guys tomorrow duking it out. But right now, Noobs and Team Elevate are sitting at 2 as well. So we have a lot of 2s that need to be separated from the batch.
Yeah.
Now, we may see Winstrike or STREETEIGHT bump their way up to 2 as well, but honestly, if they can get a 2-0 and one of those, either one of them can get that, then that would catapult them into the lead. But it depends on how those other matches will go. Here's our schedule for tomorrow. INCO versus Saints and Winstrike versus Elevate. Now, that is going to be interesting. Now, INCO, on the other hand, better be prepared because Saints are not going to take it easy on them. Saints have done a really good job, and that is going to be a really hard matchup for them, so they better be ready. Now, Winstrike did start off really, really rocky. So,
I'm not sure if that was hitters or something else, though.
Yeah, so if they've gotten that stuff figured out, Winstrike and Elevate should be a absolute bang-up match to see coming tomorrow for the 17:30 Moscow time, and that'd be 1600 on Moscow time as well. So for the first matchup, now Elevate Winstrike should be a absolute banger if Winstrike is up to their normal par. If not, I think Elevate should be primed to take that. Now, and again, INCO has a really tough time for tomorrow going up against Saints, so I hope they're going into practicing and start figuring some strategies out because Saints is not going to make that easy.
Yeah, I am really rooting for Saints right now, and I'm trying not to because I'd rather not give them the caster curse.
Yeah.
But we will see tomorrow.
Yes, we will. Yeah, we got some more matches coming up tomorrow for that. So, guys, make sure you put that on your calendar. You have the timing set. That's 1600 and 1730 coming up tomorrow. Again, that is Moscow time, so make sure you guys keep track of that. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead, hit the button, and make sure that you are getting your notifications through that. Because sometimes YouTube is kind of, meh sometimes. But at least you'll get the notification.
I can vouch for that.
Now, we do have, obviously, 3 streams going on. We do have the English here, and then we have Brazil and the Russia stream. So you will and should get at least one of them. I know I've been at least getting one of them popping up, so that's great. So there is 3. But make sure that those notifications are coming about for you so you can make sure that you are in the loop for when that happens. Now, we do have to do one more thing before we run. We got to have the absolute banger montage of all of the from today, from everything.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that ace if they actually play it.
They definitely should. Now, guys, if you guys are tuning in, these are the highlights of Noobs versus Team Elevate. Again, this was a absolute bang-up match. Look at that, up to 6-1. 7-1. But at that moment, Team Elevate started to activate, and they just started going hard on these kills. Look at that, 4-7. Just taking heads off. 6-7. You know, Noobs were hard to find a round, but they finally did. And then it started and stayed so close for just a little bit. All up until
that
Noobs
was insane.
Yeah, they were able to really squeak it out. And then ultimately able to, one of them, able to take the win. Now, rocking it into the second one. This was great. Great multi-kill, 3 kills in a row. Hate Me did a great job getting, I mean, there's just multi-kills everywhere from everyone.
Yeah, they're truly insane games. Especially when it comes to the multi-kills. Even the Molotov kills, though, that was surprising to me. Nobody really gets the kills with them.
Yeah, but in this match alone in Sakura, there were so many molly burns. It was not even funny.
Yeah, usually they're just used for cutting off escape routes or entrances, but in this, they were used to actually take out players.
Yeah, and now, I mean, this was just a bit of a runaway here. I mean, we getting all the way up to 9-3, and then making it a 10-3 was just crazy for Revile and good for their round balance if they need it. We get to see now flipping into what I would love, the more P90 and nade action flying up in here. INCO started off super strong, super great, but slowly, or not slowly, quickly dwindled, and they were tied, and ultimately out of this round being able to, you know, ultimately take it up again and start taking the lead.
Yeah, after they took the lead, they refused to give it up.
Yeah, it kind of went back and forth a little bit. You know, here's one back and forth going into the flip. It stayed close. It did. And, you know, we're set 5-6 right now. Now we're to 6-6. And as we roll about it, it just goes up by one, and then here, and then another. But ultimately, we saw how it went. Revile working their way up 6-8. And just taking their faces off. Now it was 9, and then we saw what happens. It was over.
Yeah, it was insane.
You guys, remember, this is the matchings of today's results. 1-1. Elevate, Noobs able to get 1 each. And then Revile able to secure themselves 2 points in a row. But guys, that's going to be all for us today. Unfortunately, we have to call that quits. We have no more matches for you. We're pretty much out. So guys, remember, tune in tomorrow. That is 1600 and 1730 Moscow time. We'll be back with some more crazy matches, and you don't want to miss Winstrike versus Elevate on the second map, or the redemption for INCO coming up tomorrow. I've been A Master 15. That's been DBZ God.
Yep.
And we are out.